Yo, what up? Let's get it. Smash the like button as you come in the building. We in this thing tonight, man. We got a lot to talk about. We got a debate starting in about an hour, but we straight to the action, bro. So before y'all be like, man, Knockout ain't speaking today, it's because I ain't got much time. So I'm saying right now, what up to everybody in the building, man? Run them likes up. If you got a platform, let them know that Knockout Boxing 86 TV is live. Share it on your Twitter, share it on your Snapchat, share it on your Insta, share it on your Facebook, bro. Let them know where we talking boxing at tonight, man. Let's go. Tank Davis told that man, I'm gonna break your jaw. Leave your kid, leave your mama, tell him to stay home. Oh shit, man. Hey, I will say this about Ryan Garcia though. This some real shit. This the realest shit y'all gonna hear me say tonight. Ryan Garcia got more heart than Terence Crawford though. I said Ryan Garcia got more heart than Terence Crawford though. And I mean that shit. And I mean that shit. And I 1,000% mean that shit. I bet you can't tell me what lie I'ma tell Ronnie Bravo, my brother. Ronnie Bravo say cap knockout. Hey. Run them likes up. Run them likes up. If you rock with KO, run them likes up. Yo. Oh, shit. Hold up, man. DJ G5 Gay, bro. Where my brother at, man? My brother DJ G5 Gay with the intro, man. Where he at with that shit, man? Where he at with that shit, man? There you go.
TKO Debate Series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, what's up with everybody? Miss Knockout in the building, and shout out to everybody else that done came through and rocking out with your boy Knockout. We got a lot on the plate tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot on the plate tonight. We gotta talk some boxing, then we got a debate later on. But let's get straight to it and waste no time. Let's see what y'all said on the poll. Who got more heart? The undisputed 3-division current WBO welterweight champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford, or the social media sensation, never been a world champion, only really fought in one weight class in his entire career, Ryan Garcia. Who got more heart? 17% of the people say Terence Bud Crawford got more heart, and 83% say Ryan Garcia got more heart. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Because see, I should start playing chess. I should really start. And shout out, I got a super chat all the way from Australia. I don't want to miss my brother. Sam Seals in the building with the, I don't know what that A is next to the super chat, Sam. But I'm going to say $2 because it's blue and it say $2 on my screen. So shout out Sam Seals with the $2 super chat. He said, salute from West Australia by way of Oakland. Salute to you, Sam. Out there in the great old outback. Anthony Chulo, what up? Now look, bro. Follow the theme of the channel. I lay foundation. I'm like a construction worker out this motherfucker, man. Because I laid a foundation to certain talking points. I get y'all thinking of something, knowing that I'm right, knowing what I'm going to do in the future to prove myself. And y'all just, you argue with me and you fall in line. So I got another question. Of the 81% that say Ryan Garcia got more heart than Terence Bud Crawford, how many of y'all was also arguing with me that the belts matter? You see how the shit just come, it just come all the way back around. It come all the way around like this. It come all the way back around like that right there. I just can't help but wonder, of the people right now that were telling me that the belts matter, how many of you are also saying that Ryan Garcia got more heart than Terence Bud Crawford? Because Ryan Garcia has never had a belt. Yeah, he ain't never fought for a belt. He ain't fighting for a belt in 2 days. You know why y'all say that? Because deep down inside, you agree with me. You agree with me that it's about who you fight. If you voted that Ryan Garcia has more heart, I know why you voted for him. You voted for him because you believe that Tank Davis is the goods. You voted for him because you believe that Tank Davis is more dangerous for Ryan Garcia than any opponent that Terence Bud Crawford faced. You voted for Ryan Garcia because he accepted a difficult fight against a top-notch opponent that could hurt him and stop him and put a loss on his record, but he took the fight, signed the fight anyway, and Terence Bud Crawford didn't, and that's why you voted for Ryan Garcia. But if you voted for Ryan Garcia against the 3-division champion, former undisputed champion, current WBO champion, doesn't that mean that deep down inside you agree with your boy? Don't that mean that you agree with your boy? Right? That deep down inside, you know damn well, them belts is cool, but who you beat for them motherfuckers? Don't that mean that you know, like, hey, them belts, that's a good accomplishment. But who'd you beat for them motherfuckers? One has to matter more than the other, big dose. One has to matter more than the other, bro. Edgar's up here pleading the fifth on y'all ass. Bro, everything is a trap. Every point lead to another point, lead to this, lead to that. Yeah. Now to the 19%. To my 19%, to my big doses, to my true speaks. Zach, what up? To all my people, to my 19%, like, hell no, knockout, that don't even go. To my Ronnie Bravo, the guy who's played mental illness, backed out of a Mando position, lied about a Pac-Man fight, etc., has more heart than a dog in Bud Crawford. How could you say that, knockout? I'm going to explain myself, Ronnie. You know I don't never just say some shit. I don't never just pull up on y'all and just say some shit and not bag it up, right? Take the names out of it. Back in your old neighborhood, and it didn't matter if it was hood, if it was the suburbs, if it was the city, if it was the country. Back in your old neighborhood, if somebody talking shit at home, hey, man, I'm going to beat the shit out of D-Man Jr. I'm just saying D-Man because D-Man ain't going to take that shit serious. He know we just talking boxing, right? Shout out Rip Jones. Hey, Rip. Caught that super chat right when I logged off last night, brother. I appreciate you. Right when I hit the end button on my live stream, Rip, that super chat popped up, bro. I like, God damn, my bad, bro. I didn't read it before I hopped off because it popped up and I hit the damn end broadcast button, bro. But shout out Rip Jones last night in that super chat. I appreciate you, bro. LeVar Cooper, Dub right side, True Native 401. What up? All right, so back at it, right? In your old neighborhood, wherever you grew up, KD, what up? The whole question is disrespectful. Come on, KO. You know better than this. LOL. Salute, though. Just hear me out, bro. In your old neighborhood, KD, where you grew up at, right? Ronnie Bravo in your old neighborhood. Somebody talking shit. Two guys talking shit. You know what I mean? They talking their shit. They at home talking their shit. Like, man, I'll beat his ass, bro. He come over here, bro. Hey, he come over here with that shit, man. I'm gonna beat his ass, bro. Talking all that shit, I'm gonna beat his ass. You got two guys doing that shit. Then the person that they talking about, Jay Nori, what up? The person that they talking about pull up, knock on the door. What's happening? They pull up, knock on the door. What's happening? One guy come outside and fight. The other guy stay in the house and don't come outside and fight. Who got more heart? The one that fought or the one that stayed inside after talking all that shit? Yeah. Answer the question. You got two guys. You got guy on the left. You got guy on the right, bro. Both of them talking about what they gonna do if somebody try to fight them. If he pull up over here, I'm gonna whoop his ass. The dude pull up on both of them. Hey, I'm here. What's happening? Hey, I'm here. What's happening? One of them come outside. One of them come outside and say, yeah, I said that shit. I'm about it. What up? And he get it popping. The other one was like, yeah, I said that shit, but I'm going to go fight him instead. I said that shit about you, but I'm going to go fight him over there instead. I'm going to go beat his ass. I was talking about you, but I'm going to go beat his ass. Which one got more heart? Which one got more heart? See, the difference is Ryan Garcia came outside. Yeah, we don't like Ryan. You know what I mean? I'm very critical of Ryan. Ronnie, you've heard me, bro. The same shit you just said about him pulling out of fights. The same shit you just said about him ducking Devin Haney. You done heard me criticize that shit. But all I'm saying is, Ryan been calling out Tank Davis. Bud been calling out Earl. Ryan got a contract to fight Tank Davis. Bud got a contract to fight Earl. Ryan signed his fight contract to fight Tank Davis, and they got a fight in 2 days. We still don't know what the fuck Bud Crawford gonna do. One of them talk shit, and he fighting the dude he talk shit to. The other one talk shit, and he ain't fighting that dude. Which one got more heart? Somebody called me out in the debate. King David called me out in the debate. Truth Speaks called me out in the debate. They drop videos. They go to panels talking about how they gonna cook me. I invite them both to debate me. King David pull up like what's happening, and we get it popping. Truth Speaks don't pull up. Who got more heart? Wouldn't we all say that King David got more heart? Because King David talked this shit and pulled up on your boy and debated him. Truth Speaks talked his shit and he ain't want it. He ain't want it. Anthony Chulo with the $5 in the super chat. He say, if there was one belt per division, we would know who the killers are and who the ducks are. I agree wholeheartedly, bro. Then the belts will mean what they're supposed to mean. I agree wholeheartedly. That's what I'm pushing. But they want to argue me, Anthony Chulo. Bro, we are in a sport where a motherfucker could get his ass knocked out by Tank Davis. That same motherfucker could go spar against a prospect. Get knocked out by a prospect with the same goddamn punch. And in his very first fight at a brand new weight class, move up and he can fight to become world champion. And his name is Rolly Romero, but y'all want to say the belts mean something. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Maybe y'all ain't hear me. Motherfucker could get knocked out. Bah! Get his ass knocked out in this motherfucker. Like, bah, oh, shit. I can't make weight no more. I went to sleep. I almost broke my whole goddamn ankle trying to get up. I went to sleep. I'm moving up. I'm moving up. Fuck it. I'm moving up. I'm going to go spar. He getting spar and getting knocked out by the same punch. Bah! With 16s on. And headgear. And headgear in this motherfucker. They be like, hey, that's all right, son. Get up, dust it off. Your next fight, we're going to move you up to a new division, and you get the challenge for a world title. Not Richardson Hitchens. Not Montana Love. Not the dude that beat Montana Love. Not Gary Antoine Russell. None of them, bro. None of them. Rolly Romero. Rolando Romero is fighting for a world title, but y'all want to talk to me about some belts, man. Take your belts, man. Take your belts and you show. Now, I got about 40 more minutes. True Speak said he wants some smoke. I know some of the brothers probably don't like what I'm saying about Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, but y'all know I'm telling the truth, man. I mean, Ryan Garcia and Terence Crawford, but y'all know I'm telling the truth. But this is for the smoke seekers, man. We got about 40 minutes before this debate starts. We got some time on our hands, bro. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Copy that. Boom. Here we go. Boom. There it is. There's a link, man. What my brother Big Doe's talking about. Right now, Devin is the one that has the one belt you just agree wholeheartedly about, but belts don't matter. What? Nah. Because Devin got that shit, but everybody still want to see him fight Tank, bro. Them belts that he got fighting George Kambosos, he get more respect fighting Tank for no belts because of who he would be fighting. Because of who he would be fighting, bro. True Speaks, what's up, man? You on the mic with your boy? Knockout, or what you got, man?
Salute, man. I was just kind of getting a temperature check. What you thought about that press conference?
The press conference?
Mm-hmm.
I thought Tank stepped on his ass.
Got stepped on, you mean?
JD here early. JD, you got about 45 minutes, JD. JD say I'm here for all that shit.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
Already. But why you say that, True Speaks? Talk to me, bro.
I mean, Ryan and they team was kind of talking bad about him. They ain't really have too much to say.
Who ain't had too much to say?
Ellaby and them, which we'll get to
I
why.
don't give a fuck about Ellaby. This shit about Ryan and Tank to me. And to me, Tank let him know what's up. Tank look happy. He look on weight. He look in shape. And he let Ryan, like, bro, go. This is what I would encourage you to do, right? And I got some feedback coming from somebody, so I got to mute. I think that's you, JC. I'm gonna mute you. Then we'll go to you, bro. Next. Here's what I know, bro. If you go back and rewatch that shit, when Tank told Ryan, when Tank told Ryan, I'm gonna break your jaw, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that to you, and then Brian Cook was like, okay, now we ready for questions. Can you explain to the people why Ryan was clapping for Tank? Like after Tank said that shit, why was Ryan clapping, bro?
Because you don't believe in it. It's good talk. Like it's a good thing to sell the fight.
Right.
But you got to think this is the same Tank that's doing all these weight drain, catch weights, and then put a mole in Ryan's camp. If Ryan,
Ryan asked for the catch weight.
Right, but I'm saying as far as the mole, he asked for the
So
mole too.
And Tank said if they fought at 135, then there'd be no rehydration clause. But since he asked for the catch weight shit, I asked for the rehydration clause. Right. Now I don't agree with rehydration clauses anyway, but I'm saying why no smoke for Ryan asking for the catch weight?
But I'm saying why not? Why couldn't they fight at 140?
Tank is a 135-pound fighter. He made it clear when he dropped the belt that he won from Barrios, he dropped that shit and said, I'm not fighting at 140. I'm a 135-pound fighter. He did, thank Father. Go look it up. He did. He did say that. But he's a 135-pound fighter. So why not? Why are you calling out a 140-pounder, bro? I mean, 135-pounder if you fight at 140 and then trying to get him to come up to your weight class.
Because Tank fought there, though. He can do it for Barrios, but by his own admission, Ryan is a lesser fighter.
Tank do what he want. He the A-side. That's what y'all tell me about.
That's exactly what they said. But come on now,
the rehydration shit is trash. But what we not gonna do is act like Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia weren't in negotiations before. That's point one. The other point, what we not gonna do is we not gonna act like Ryan didn't sign that shit. Like you don't get to sign up for some shit then complain afterwards, bro. We don't like at this point that shit is over with. Like it sounds like you talking about getting the best of somebody. It sounds like they setting up an excuse for when he get his ass put to sleep. To me, because if you as confident as you said you would, he done said it now, and his team done bought it up. And bro, they bought it up in the New York press conference. They bought it up in the motherfucking LA press conference. They bought that shit up again doing the open media workouts. They bought that shit up doing the grand arrivals that they just had. They just bought that shit up again at the press conference of the week of the fight. And I bet you they bring that shit up tomorrow at the weigh-in. How many times we gonna just keep talking about this shit, letting that man bring that shit up? He ain't confident, bro.
Them saying how Ryan isn't a complete fighter, how Ryan only got one punch, and but he's doing all of this and is bragging about putting a mole in Ryan's camp only for one punch. Like both, I would say they're both talking their equal amount of stuff.
But you just said that Ryan was stepping on Tank, though. But now you're saying it was equal.
Because De La Hoya was out there calling back and had Ellaby fumbling over.
That ain't got shit to do with Tank and Ryan. I don't care about them two. But if Ellaby was fumbling, I thought it was a great. If we talking about those two, he said you've been asleep at the wheel, and that's why Floyd beat your ass. We beat your ass, and we took all your fighters.
Right. Sound like talking about Floyd, not Tank.
Sound like a pretty strong. Like we took all your fighters, meaning PBC took all the fucking Golden Boys fighters. So we beat your ass and we took your whole roster. That's a pretty good comeback to me. I don't know about
that's
you.
That's not Ryan and Tank though. That's the difference.
But you was talking. Now you don't want to talk about that no more. You see how y'all do?
No, I am.
You was talking about that. But now you want to go back to Ryan
Hoyer
and
was
Tank.
saying
I
was
got
in
you, bro.
reference to Tank. What Ellerby was talking about was in reference to Mayweather and PBC as a whole, not Tank.
I got you, bro. All I know is we can like all that energy shit. That's cool. I can give my breakdown of the fight. I think we got a bet on it. Who gonna win? All I know is this, bro. Tank Davis seemed to me like he ready, like he on weight. He laughing. He seemed happy, and he let Ryan know what's up. Told that man, leave your family at home, bro. I'm gonna punish you. I'm gonna punish you. Ryan face looking like he motherfucking got contour on his motherfucking face and shit. I can see his cheekbones and shit. All right. If you think Ryan got the better of him, bro, that's your opinion. I ain't mad at you. Shout out Wesley Copeland with the $2 in the super chat. Says Ryan only fought at 139 because Fortuna asked him to. Yeah. If we want to be technical, he technically never fought at 140. He hasn't had a single fight where the weight limit was 140. He didn't had a fight at 139 and like 138, but the weight limit has never been 140 in his fight. So this idea that he's some 140 pounder, bro,
138 and a
that
half.
shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit is cap. JC, what's up, JC? Talk to me. You on mute, bro.
I said, what's going on, Knockout? What's up, chat?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. What you got for the show, man?
Y'all not gonna like me after this one, but it's all good.
Nah, it's
I love
boxing
y'all
talk,
anyway.
bro. We good. Just talk your shit. It's boxing talk. Talk your shit, man. We don't take
Your
this shit
title,
serious.
like, what would you say? Who's the bigger duck, Terence Crawford or Ryan Garcia?
No. We was talking about who got more. We were talking about who got more heart right now. Ryan.
Yeah, who got more heart? Yeah, but I remember Ryan Garcia saying, "I'm gonna save you for last, Devin. You know, you're the best." This nigga say, right? Because he's soft. So if you're gonna compare anybody, only person I know that said that same sentence is Earl Spence. Earl Spence said, "Oh nah, I'm gonna save you for last, bud. I'm gonna get the rest of these other belts." You can say that it's under a different you can say it's under a different context, but really it's the same exact sentence. I'm gonna save you for last. So, but like, all right, see, people be wanting. See, I'm from Omaha, so I love Earl Spence. I buy all his fights. I'm from Omaha, so I rep. I'm a Bud fan, but I see the bullshit. I see the bullshit he do, and I see the bullshit. It's people think it's about him being scared. He just want the money, and I like fuck the money. You can say fuck the money, but once you get to that point, it's like I need the money. People ain't looking at it like that. Like I need this money. I want this money. He get old. He don't want to just settle for any fucking thing. Like I wouldn't. I would not just settle like, oh, you should take that 7 million or that 10 million. I don't want to take that shit. I want big bread. That's how he thinking, and people thinking that he's scared of Earl Spence, but he's not. But the only person that's soft, if you're gonna compare anybody to Ryan Garcia, is Earl Spence, because they said the same quote. I'm gonna save you for last because you're the best. Basically, that's how I took the shit. When he said that shit to Terence Crawford, I took it like, come on, man. People want they want us to accept the fact that Earl Spence went out of his way to pull Terence Crawford along for fucking years. So Terence Crawford got to sit back and watch him get all the belts. Are you done getting the belts? Can I come fight you yet? No, yeah. Okay, sir. I'll wait for you. And then at the end, we supposed to be happy about it. Like, nigga, he called you out from the beginning. He called you can't compare Terence Crawford to nobody, because he called when he first got there, he called out everybody. He called out Danny Garcia. He called out Keith Thurman. He called shit. Loma Chica was like, shit, you're the best in the world. And then when he lead the division, he want to start capping like he the best. Terence Crawford has tried to fight everybody. Everybody. He's even tried to fight. He's even talking shit to Charlo. That nigga got problems. But y'all don't know how these Omaha niggas is. We ready at all times. But it's all good though. But yeah, you can't come. I mean, you can use, and you say the belts don't matter, right? The whole reason why Earl Spence and Terence Crawford is going through this shit is because of the belts. Earl Spence would have been gone. If it was just about the money, Earl Spence would have been gone. But he want those belts. Terence Crawford don't want what Earl Spence do, because he's already accomplished what Earl Spence is trying to accomplish. People are trying to put them on the same level, and they're not. Terence Crawford already accomplished what Earl Spence wants so deeply and bad. That's what people are not understanding. You're trying to get this shit that Terence Crawford already got. But Terence Crawford might not got as much money as you, but he got the pride. He already got the pride that Earl Spence wants. people try to call Terence Crawford a duck and shit. Man, it's just like how people be trying to find a reason why Devin Haney ducked. People be trying to figure out one reason why Devin Haney ducked. Oh, he did this after Devin Haney called everybody. He done called everybody. Now
you got the flow all night. Let me handle this, man. You got the flow all night, JD. Go ahead, JC. Go ahead.
Oh, thanks. But yeah, like people be trying to figure out ways he ducked. Oh, he did. If you go up to 140, he a duck. If you stay at 135, you a duck because he don't want to fight the people at 140. Man, it's like no way out for Devin Haney. I feel sorry for him because if he goes to 140 or if he stays, he a duck either way. He was scared to go to 140, so it's why
let's stay on the topic. Let's stay on the topic of the Ryan and Terence Crawford thing. See, you brought up a lot of stuff about Earl, and I've had that debate hundreds of times. If you want to debate Bud and Earl, we can always set that up whenever you want to. But here's I would respond to everything that you said. Who has Bud Crawford ever fought that is as dangerous as Gervonta Tank Davis?
It would be hard for me to see him beat David Benavidez. David Benavidez is too long. He's too tall.
Benavidez is a 168-pound fighter. That's not even the question. I'm asking you, who has Terence Crawford ever fought?
Jose Benavidez. Jose Benavidez.
Who has he fought that is as good or as dangerous as Gervonta Tank Davis?
Shit. That's what I'm saying. Jose Benavidez. I can't see Gervonta Davis. I can't see Tank beating no Jose Benavidez. I just can't see it. He's too big.
No, that's not like if you think Jose Benavidez beat Tank Davis, I got an oceanfront property right here in Dallas, Texas. I'll sell it to you. But that's not even what I'm not even on that. What I'm asking I'm saying Ryan Garcia is about to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. He is taking on Gervonta Tank Davis. And so because he's taking on an opponent like Tank Davis, I am saying that he is showing more heart than Terence Bud Crawford. And I'm bagging that up by asking you one very simple question. Who has Terence Bud Crawford fought that is as dangerous as Gervonta Tank Davis as an opponent?
Sean Porter. Sean Porter put Earl Spence to one of the most brutal battles he ever had. Like
Sean Porter got his ass whooped by Tank Davis in sparring, bro. Tank Davis did him so bad in sparring that Sean Porter was like, Tank Davis, oh, he is boxing. He is the definition of boxing. That boy good. Yeah.
But
how is he as good as Tank Davis?
Shit, but when I see him fighting Earl Spence, it looked like he was just as good as Tank Davis. When they were going blow for blow, you're taking you're taking because he doesn't fight as well as he used to.
Sean Porter has a 50% knockout ratio. Sean Porter does not have the counter punching ability or the power or the skill set of Gervonta Tank Davis, bro.
Shit,
all I'm saying is Ryan Garcia is fighting his Earl Spence and Tank Davis. He's fighting his dangerous opponent. The person he kept talking shit to, he fighting him. Bud Crawford ain't fighting his, bro.
But he didn't fight anybody.
Anyone of the skill set of Tank Davis.
But Ryan Garcia. But see, I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you or nothing. But Ryan Garcia ain't fighting for the belts. He's not fighting people that are dangerous. He didn't fight no Lomachenko. He didn't fight no Devin Haney. He didn't try to fight Shakur Stevenson. He's fighting for the money.
People that are dangerous, but Gervonta Tank Davis is more dangerous than everyone that you just named.
And he makes more money than everybody else. He wants a money grab. But he ain't gonna go fight no fucking Devin Haney and get his ass whooped, or he ain't gonna go fight no Shakur Stevenson because he'd rather have the money and take the loss.
I'm not talking about Devin, Shakur, or any of them. I am asking who is as dangerous as Tank Davis for Bud Crawford that he has fought.
I see what you're saying, but I'm saying the only reason why Ryan is taking this fight is for the money, not for the fan, not for no legacy. That's why the belts matter.
He is showing more heart by getting in the ring with Tank Davis than any opponent that Terence Crawford has ever fought. That's what I'm saying.
That's because
an opponent that Terence Crawford has fought that is on this level of Tank Davis, then I'm standing on that, bro.
Yeah, that's all. That's because you favor Tank Davis and you like him.
No,
that's why you came with the talking point because
who is Tank fought?
Because of how good he is, bro.
You like look at
it ain't got nothing to do with that. Everybody that Bud Crawford fought was not on Tank's level, bro. None of them. That's just
Tank
what it is.
Fault?
Who is Tank
Fault? Yeah.
Yeah, who he fight? Man, Tank is not. That's what I'm saying. I don't look at Tank like that. Just like Black used to say. Just like Black used to. Just like Black used to say. He used to be like, "Oh, he's a sideshow."
Leo Santa Cruz. As a matter of fact, how many 4 division champions has Terence Crawford fought?
He's taking
in his division.
Bro, let me see.
Shit, how many in his division? Who? I mean, shit. He only can fight people in his division.
Yeah, he's taking the belts and running off. You don't care.
I'm saying, what 4 belt holder is in the welterweight division?
Yeah, you making impossible claims, man. You making things that are impossible.
I said Tank Davis has fought a 4 division champion in Leo Santa Cruz.
But I'm asking you, Knockout, what 4 division? There's none to fight in the welterweight division.
How about this? Tank Davis took his belt from an undefeated champion in Jose Pedraza. What undefeated champion has Bud Crawford fought?
Undefeated champions? Green Beans was undefeated.
Well, they don't want to count that. They don't want to count that.
Green Beans was undefeated, man.
Hold on.
But people want to put him down.
Can you please
Green Beans wasn't a champion, though.
Hold on. Can I go?
He wasn't a champ. Okay.
I can go where Mean Machine was a champion.
No, he wasn't a champion. He wasn't a champion because
I'll ask again. I'll ask again. No problem. What undefeated champion has Terence Bud Crawford beat?
That's what I'm saying. It's not his fault. How are you supposed to fight an undefeated champion? How is he supposed to fight an undefeated champion? That's not fair. They don't exist because he can't fight.
Earl won't fight him. He would have beat one if Earl would have fought him.
Make a person be undefeated. He can't matriculate this on. I'm gonna make an undefeated fighter with a belt. He can't just make this shit out of the blue. He's not Jesus or something.
Earl would have fought that boy. He'd be undefeated. He would have had one.
True Terence Crawford fan, bro. You could have named Gamboa. You could have named Victor Postal. Like, y'all ain't even really Bud fans. Like, I think y'all just hate Earl, bro. Hey, y'all don't know this shit. Anyway, Ryzilla Jones with the $2 in suit that says SP.
No, he didn't have 4 belts. None of them have 4 belts.
Hey,
you said a 4 division champion. You said a 4 division.
Talk to me, bro. D-Ray, talk to me, bro. What up?
Hey, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you. The platform is great. Everybody hit that like button. Appreciate Miss Knockout as well. Hey, y'all a great team, man, and y'all doing great things, man. I appreciate you giving us a platform to come out here for you to face the truth. Y'all doing a great job. Omaha was killing it. The only thing I think he missed was Bud got more money than EJ. But go ahead, Knockout.
Oh, already, yeah. You talking about the net worth shit?
For sure.
Oh yeah, I don't care nothing about that shit. All I know is he ain't signed to fight.
Hey, I don't care either. Hey, I'm just saying
about that shit. He ain't signed to fight that man, and Ryan Garcia got him out here looking bad. Big Dose, what up?
Hey man, hey. Can I say one more thing though, bro?
Yeah.
Now look, if you'd have mentioned like excuse me though, I ain't trying to, but like a Maul Charlo or somebody like that, I would have said that I thought Ryan had more heart than him because he didn't say the dude's too young. He didn't say, he got
more heart than him too.
Well, he didn't say nothing about the vaccine.
He got more heart than
right. But hold on, but and that's what I'm saying with Bud looking for every challenge out there, and he's the reason that they put a street in the ring, bro. There wasn't no size of the street until Bud got there. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna act like
there wasn't no easy road. Hold on.
Didn't say that shit before Bud Crawford.
Say what?
That's what we doing. We're gonna act like Timothy Bradley didn't say that shit when he ducked Earl Spence. He ain't say nothing about size of the street at all. It was created for Bud Crawford. That's the argument that we want. That's what we're doing.
That's how I know it.
Oh, okay. Right, well, I would just say go look at Timothy Bradley. Go look at the Timothy Bradley interview where he said it years before Terence Crawford ever said it.
I agree with you. Tim Bradley ducked.
Hey, but I'm gonna fall back, man, so somebody else can get in, bro. I just want to say thank you again, man. Appreciate everybody, man. The panel was lit, man. Y'all kick it. Peace.
Already, bro. Take it easy. Big Dose, what up, bro?
Hey, salute, fam. Salute to you. Hey, salute to Miss KO, and salute to you for what you doing, man. Here, man. I appreciate you, giving me a voice and shit, man. But let me cook first. On what you said, bro. On the belts, not mattering. you contradicted yourself. Because when the brother Anthony Chulo sent the $5 chat saying if it was only one belt, then belts will matter more. So then you got Devin Haney over here. He got all the belts, which equals up to having that one belt, because it ain't no more real champions in the division. Now it don't matter. Why come to Devin Haney? We got to choose between if the belts matter or fighting the best fighter matter.
No, they never matter to me. They never matter to me.
Huh?
They never matter to me. It's always about who you fight to me, which is why what's Devin Haney's biggest fight of his career, in your opinion? It's about to be this Loma fight, right?
That's what I would say. Yeah.
But this ain't. But this is him. This is him defending against a contender and not winning championships. He gets no extra belts from fighting Loma. But the reason that Loma is a bigger fight is because who he's fighting over George Kambosos. Kambosos was a one-hit wonder. We know Loma is proven. We know how good he is. We know he got a better resume. It's because of who he's fighting. His biggest fight after that would be Gervonta Tank Davis, regardless of belts. Shakur Stevenson, regardless of belts. It's always about who you fight, bro. The belts are cool, but like Chulo said, if you want them to mean what they should mean, which is like what an NBA Finals championship mean, or an NFL championship mean, or winning the March Madness tournament, if that's how we want belts to matter in boxing, then they got to have one of them hoes. They got to have one of them hoes, and then that way, and they got to enforce that shit to where we get the best possible product. But since they not doing that, and it's the Wild Wild West, it's always going to be who you fight. That's going to be the tell-all, end-all, because you got certain people that can get belts simply off of who they signed to. Rolly Romero is getting a title shot right now just because he signed to Floyd, bro. This man coming off of a knockout loss, moving up to 140, about to fight for the PBA title over Gary Antoine, over Richardson, over all these fighters just better than him, bro. He about to fight for that hoe. Fuck that motherfucking belt.
I got to agree with you, bro, because for real, when I think about it, like, I don't really respect how Canelo became undisputed. The way he did that, the way he waited for Benavidez to lose that belt on the scale, then ran to go fight it, and then picked who he was going to fight to get that belt. You know what I'm saying? So, in instances like that, nah, I can't respect that. And I'll feel you on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but on the flip side, though, I respect what Dev did because he sacrificed to get those belts, despite if he fought Kambosos or not. You know what I'm saying? Which Kambosos ain't no slouch, though. He ain't no slouch. He beat the man that beat the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, how can I say I don't respect what Dale did to get his championships? Because he ain't do no stuff like Loma. I mean, like
no, you respect him. You respect him, but you can respect him and at the same time say, hey, we still want to see you hop in that motherfucker with Tank. Hey, I respect what you did, but that Loma fight is gonna give me even more respect for you because that's a bigger fight. I think that's a better opponent. So you can still respect the fighter, but I'm just always gonna put who they fight on top of any kind of belts. That's why to me the fight at 168 pounds is them Davids, bro. David Morrell and David Benavidez. That's what I want. I think that's the best fight at 168 pounds. I don't give a fuck about Canelo belts. He looked trash in his last two fights. He looked trash against motherfucking Bivol, and then he looked trash against Triple G, who was 40-something years old and shit. Canelo need to come back and show that he can take care of John Ryder and make that shit look good. For right now, to me, the best two at 168 pounds is the two Davids, bro. That's the fight I want to see. That's the one. That's the one I think is the one, bro. So it ain't just a Devin Haney thing, bro. It's just my whole way of viewing the sport. But let me go to King Judah. King Judah, what up, bro?
Hey, what's good, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
Yeah, bro. Look, yeah, I just came in. I heard people talking about the whole the Crawford situation, bro. That's crazy. I want to talk to you about. I went on this dude channel, bro. Like somebody I had been listening to for a little while. I never really been on his platform, you know. So I finally went up there, found out I was behind enemy lines, bro. This dude asked me my opinion on the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight. So I told him, well, you know, I got Tank winning that fight. Man, the whole chat jumped on me. They accused me of being an LDBC or lover. I love the PBC and this and that. So I said, hold up, brother. I said,
shout out to the LDBC and TWT, all them my brothers. I fuck with all of them, bro. But go ahead.
I ain't got nothing against no group, but I don't hate or love a specific group. But that's just me. I like the fighters. So I'm trying. I was like, nah, I'm not just a PBC guy. I said I actually got Devin Haney beating Tank. Oh, no, that's just because, you know, Devin Haney used to be with the PBC. That's why you like Devin Haney. He used to be with the PBC. And I'm like, bro, the reason I brought this up, because I realized when you arguing with people, you got to know what angle they coming from, because you'll find yourself locked in an argument and you confused as hell, bro. You got people that argue about promotional companies. You got people that are arguing you about, like I said, different groups on YouTube. But, bro, I just want to talk about the fighters, bro. Tell me why Ryan Garcia beats Tank Davis. I don't want to talk about the PBC. And I just brought that up because it's crazy how many different arguments you can get into online.
Yeah, you can, bro. If you depend on where you go, real shit. Shout out D Lucky, but anybody that come over here, we talking boxing. Damn it, you come over here on KO shit, we talking boxing around this motherfucker. Win, lose, or draw, agree, disagree. You know what I'm saying? Talking points, no talking points, get cooked, or you do the cooking, whatever the fuck it is. We talking boxing around this motherfucker. Win, lose, or draw. Shout out to D Lucky with the $2 in super chat. Spence said it second. He ducking Bud already. Shout out A1 Hoop Zone with the $10 in super chat, my bro. He said dudes go harder for Bud than they do for their own family. Motherfucker, he don't know y'all nor care. Motherfucker said UK fans are real fans. Y'all ain't shit. Come on, man. Y'all hips gotta be sore this much. D right. I think we on Terrence best videos. What up, bro? Talk to me. We got a few more minutes. Talk to me. What you got, man?
Hey, real quick, KO, before you do that, who judges tonight?
I got right side judging, and I got A1 Hoop Zone judging, and I'm judging.
So you got Devin Haney fans as a judge?
I mean, I'm a Tank fan, so we're gonna, man, we fair over here, bro. Don't worry. If you lay the facts down, you know what I'm saying, you got it. Don't be like Ryan Garcia, bro. Don't be around this motherfucker like Ryan Garcia making. Hey, don't be making excuses and shit, man. Don't do
like
that,
biting his nails.
I just said, damn.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you, man. I'm just fucking with you, bro. I'm ready. I'm excited for this shit. Terrence, talk to me. Talk to me, Terrence. What up? Don't start no bullshit, Terrence. Don't make me cook your ass now. Go ahead now. Start no bullshit.
Nah, man. Listen. I'm just coming here to listen to the debate tonight. Make sure it's no bullshit. I mean, the thing is that surprising me. I just want to say this about this Ryan Garcia Tank. This is the media is just making this to be a 50-50 fight, which is just ridiculous. I mean, more and more I hear, the more people talking about this is anybody's fight. Are you freaking kidding me? This is one of the most one-sided fights that you could make. And then the other thing is, how the hell does the winner of this fight become the face of boxing? Please explain. I keep hearing this narrative. I keep hearing this narrative.
No,
How?
I believe that.
How? Please, I want to debate somebody on that. Two people debate about that because I don't make no sense to me.
Do you want me to explain it to you?
Yes, please explain it to me.
Do you want to debate me on Monday?
No, I'm just. Listen, I don't really want to debate. Go ahead and explain it. Please explain it.
On Monday?
I want you to explain it because I don't get it.
So you don't want to debate.
I don't want to debate on that topic, but I want you to explain because I don't get it.
Debate on the topic,
I said two people, not me, not on this, but I want to know from somebody. Tell me why, how.
All right. So who's the face of boxing right now to you?
I mean, they say Canelo, but right now, to me, it's up in the air. There's really no face of boxing.
Okay. So it's up in the air to you.
It's up in the air, right? It's up in the air.
So if this pay-per-view is breaking live gate records, like this is a top 10 all-time live gate seller already, right?
Okay. But that's between the two of them. That's a knockout. That's between the two of them. It's not like it's one guy doing this.
But the winner of this fight, with these records that it breaks, specifically if it's Tank Davis, with the numbers that he done already did, breaking records in Brooklyn, breaking records out in the DMV, breaking records in Atlanta. Like, this is a trend, bro. Like, this ain't the first time Tank Davis done broke some live gate records, bro. And then if these pay-per-view numbers do what they expecting them to do, how can they not be? You just admitted that you don't know who the face of boxing is. So if this is the highest revenue generating fight in the sport, how can the winner not be the face of boxing, bro?
Because this is just because the two of them are fighting. It's like Floyd was doing this with anybody.
So then why did
Floyd? It's not like that. It's just because you got an internet 9 million
record in Washington, bro.
Say that again.
Why did if it's because they're fighting? Why did Tank Davis break records before Ryan Garcia?
But just before that, remember he fought Isak. They ain't even released the numbers. It was so bad.
Just before this fault,
for Cruz, they ain't even released them. Remember that knockout?
Hector Luis Garcia.
I know, but before that, he fought.
Why did that break attendance records?
I'm confused about that because
bro, if the only reason that this fight is breaking records and doing such good with revenue, if the only reason is because they fighting each other, then why was Tank Davis breaking revenue records before fighting Ryan?
What do you have? 5 million? What was that? 5 million gate. I mean, that's deep. That's good, but I mean.
And then before that, he fought Rolly Romero, and they broke.
But Rolly sold again, and you gotta admit, Rolly sold that fight.
So now
Tank don't really talk.
Tank Davis is the common denominator in all this shit.
Tank do well,
but it's the
good
other
for him that he
why
had.
they doing so good. All right, bro. I mean, hey.
With regards to Hector, what was the pay-per-view numbers with Hector Garcia? They ain't released him, right?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I just don't see it, bro. Because neither one of these guys, to me, have fought anybody, and Tank's still not fighting nobody because I don't consider good.
What fight has been this big in recent memory to you?
Well, shit, that's a problem with boxing. Period. It's a shame that this is the biggest fight we had because
you're admitting that
that's bad.
Don't know who the face of boxing is. You're admitting that this fight is bigger than any fight in recent memory, but you're unwilling to yield that the winner of the fight could be the face of boxing.
Sadly,
hey,
knockout.
I got nothing else. Let me go to right side. Right side. What up, bro?
What up, KO, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yep, cooling, man. Cooling, chilling. What's up, man? What you got?
What up, Doug?
Hey, I ain't got much, man. It's the same nonsense. Y'all know what it is. I ain't gonna say too much. Listen, this fight this weekend, man, we got to stop shitting on this fight, bro. This is the biggest fight we done had in shit since. What's the last fight as big as this fight is right now? Y'all tell me.
Manny Pacquiao,
Caleb Plant, and Benavidez.
No, because they didn't even do a press. They didn't do no press tour. They didn't do no grand arrivals. They ain't do none of this shit, bro.
I'm saying at the end of the day, we gotta get in fight credit, bro. We need to get in fight credit because this is a big fight.
Hey y'all, this is where champions is made. You understand?
Hey, yo.
Hey JC, I hate to break it to you, ain't nobody from Omaha beating the nigga from Dallas at nothing. You hear me?
That's our of a Texas. You understand? Yeah. That's where champions is made.
Can y'all hear me? Hello.
Yeah, JD, what up? What up?
Oh, I was just trying to make sure y'all can hear me, man.
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear, bro. Loud and clear.
Yeah, this the biggest fight since. I'll probably say Floyd and Pac-Man, bro.
I mean, what y'all think of this though? I like Wilder Fury 3.
Yeah, I can get Wilder Fury.
I think Canelo and Caleb Plant was lit. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We going back multiple years. We going back multiple years to talk about the competitors fight anything than what we've been getting.
Well, Wilder Fury 3 was in 2021, and when did Canelo fight Plant? That was 2021, huh?
Yeah,
I think that was.
Yeah. So we going back multiple years. And so
we talking about grossing like fights that gross a lot of fights that's highly anticipated. What we talking about?
I think both.
Both. Because I'm not gonna lie. I think Wilder and Fury 3 was highly anticipated and it grossed a lot. But if you're talking about recent, I think Ugas and Spence was highly anticipated. Every time Spence on the layoff and he coming back, people waiting to see that. I think that was anticipated.
I mean, he did put 40-something people inside the Dallas, you know what I'm saying, Dallas Cowboys Stadium and shit, you know. Yeah, something light work. Something like, Bud Crawford, you gotta add all his shit up together and then you'll get that, You know what I mean?
Oh boy!
Shout out to the Cowboys.
Knockout is such a hater, bro.
I mean, am I lying?
That's a fact.
You know,
that's a fact.
Tell him where he lied.
I'm just, you know, the truth cannot be hate, Terrence. You know what I mean? Like, truth can't be hate because it's the truth. You know? Like I'm just saying, you got, you know, let's add up his numbers with Porter, add up his numbers with, you know what I'm saying, Amir Khan, and then you'll get, you know what I'm saying, you get that one Earl Spence spot. You know what I mean? You get that one Earl Spence Ugas fight. You know what I mean?
Shout out to drink more water. You said $5 tickets, man.
Hey man, hey.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, that's funny. That's funny right there. That's real funny, man. You know what's funny, drink? You know what's more funny? Ryan Garcia about to have a better resume than Terence Bud Crawford. That shit crazy.
This is what I'm talking about. This is the craziness.
That shit crazy right there.
Yo, what's up with all
he gonna have Tank Davis on his motherfucking resume.
Hey, what's up with all the people telling
Davis
me,
on
I hear a lot of people saying Tank don't stand a chance against Ryan Garcia, bro. I'm hearing it. I'm actually
Listen, bro.
It's crazy.
Bro, I was watching the press conference and I was I think I was over at like Fight Hype or Fight Hut, one of them.
Hey, they be going in on Tank, don't they, bro?
Bro, they was going in the comments, bro. I mean, Tank the thug, Tank, he got the fingernail polish on. I was like, God damn, right.
Well, hey, Ryan winning the comedian battle.
Hey,
he's winning that.
Shout out to Leonard Ellaby for coming in talking about, man, shut the fuck up. Hey, man.
I thought
came in there, was wilding today, bro. He came in there.
I thought he was gonna
punch. Hey, man, that's what I know, bro. Like all that, like that shit. So if we doing a press conference, right? I feel like Ryan was real witty in that second press conference when they was in LA. I thought he was witty and shit. I thought he kind of had the lead in that shit. But in this one right here, bro, I thought Tank was just too. That killer came out a little bit, bro. I think Ryan in trouble, man. Y'all can say I'm wrong or whatever, but I think Ryan is in big trouble in this fight.
Well, we agree on something, knockout.
Can we talk about the style of fight that we think the fight is gonna bring on Saturday?
Ryan's going to the body.
Ryan gonna be the same Ryan he's always been in every fight, bro.
Exactly.
No,
he dip his head down there trying to go to that body if he want to. That shit is gonna be ugly.
Get that, he's gonna get his job.
He's gonna get countered into oblivion, bro.
Did y'all hear me? From the media workout, how did we determine that Ryan's going to the body? Because in the media workout, I saw him punching up. I didn't see him punching out. I didn't see him.
He's gonna be the same Ryan, bro. He's gonna be the same Ryan he always is, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. But
He's gonna
Ryan
walk the Tank in straight line. Yeah, he gonna walk
the Tank out. Night.
He gonna try to get that. He gonna try to get that jab going. He throw everything at one speed. His issue is Tank gonna take away his whole lead hand, bro. Tank is good at framing, pinning your hand, pawing at your jab, parrying at your shit. He gonna take that shit away from him, make him prove he got a right hand, bro.
And look, let me say one thing.
Like this shit gonna be ugly to me. And it's 8:30. Where my brother Woke at? Whoa, I need all my people that's participating in the debate to get up here. I got a judge up here. I got one of my participants. I need my brother A1 who's on to pull up, and I need Woke. Where you at?
Hey, let me say this before I jump off. Let me say this before I jump off, KO. I just want to say that for all these people that's talking about the left hook of Ryan Garcia, I don't know if y'all boxed before, but when you're going against a shorter man, the easiest punch for him to dodge is a hook. You know how easy it is for Tank to lower his center of gravity and duck a hook? That's the hardest punch to catch somebody who's shorter than you with is a hook. So if he depended on catching Tanks with hooks to win that fight, that's a bad plan. That's a terrible plan.
Tank drops.
You better be throwing that right cross, bro. That's what he's gonna have to live off of. You're gonna have to live off that straight right, bro.
Right.
If you can't line that shit up, if Tank able to win, and I don't think Tank will, but I think Tank broke it down perfectly today at the press conference. Your footwork ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? If Joe Goose is such a great coach, then your boxing skills would be much better than what they are. I agree with everything Tank said. And
but how do we know when Ryan's been out the ring for 2 years?
Uppercut is what he needs.
Man ain't been out the ring 2 years. He fought last.
Yeah, that uppercut would be better, but I'm saying that hook not gonna.
Hey, I got my real quick, bro. I don't mean to cut you out, but I got my brothers in the back that's participating in the debate. So if you're participating in the debate, please hop off and enjoy the show. Hopefully I can stick around and watch this debate. I think it's gonna be a fire ass debate, bro. So yeah, let me get this shit.
Thanks for letting me on the show.
Already, JC, you always welcome, bro. Much love. All right, let's see.
Shout out to Omaha, man. Shout out to Omaha.
Yeah, shout out Omaha. They can't beat Texas and shit, but shout out to them. Shout out to them. Add that to the stream right there.
Double panel thought asked Thomas some shout out. Hey, look,
I know
Doug.
this ragged ass.
Yeah,
How you gonna let this
come
ragged
on, man.
motherfucker judge?
Goddamn
Man?
panel
my
thought.
judges, be nice. Be nice, judge.
You don't know shit
Oh, he a judge? Yeah, we had odds.
A1 don't know
We
shit
had
about
odds.
boxing.
I might have to reach over and smack the judge. I don't know, man. What's up, Doug?
Yeah. All right, so check it, bro. Let's go around, man. Let's see how we can get this shit popping. So let me go to right side first. Right side, as always, man. Let them know how we judging, man. What you looking for, bro? What's going down?
Y'all know it's from me, man. Come with the facts. Make sure you don't get caught in lies with your rebuttals. Make sure that you're staying on topic. Make sure you're not jumping in when the other person is talking. And man, paint this. Be interesting, man. Don't make that shit boring. Be interesting. And I want to see a good debate, man.
Already. A1, how can they get your vote tonight, bro?
Hey, facts, man. Stick to the strip, bro. Don't try to sit there and bring in some lies and fill in with opinion. It's real simple, bro. Logical and facts, man. We with it.
Already. And let me go to my brother Woke. Welcome up. Second time debating. What type of performance are you putting on today? What can we expect from you, bro?
You hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, bro.
All right, cool. Man, bro, I'm gonna just do what I do. That's all that is gonna be, man. I'm gonna put on, I'm gonna speak on the facts. I'm gonna try to give clarity to the people and the situations. And get this dub. That's all it is. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. So ain't gonna say too much more. We got what we gotta do. We know what we gotta do. Despite the hate, respect to JD, you still are a black man. I don't know if you date white women or not, but either way.
I don't fuck with you, bro. Get to the point.
All right, nigga. Fuck
JD,
that shit. I don't.
JD, what type of performance you putting on tonight? I told y'all this was gonna be spicy. This is a spicy one. Go ahead, JD. What you doing?
Ready, nigga? Yeah, my face off the camera today. I'm looking right at you. Fuck is you talking about? I hope you got a quarter, nigga. Better pick your turn first.
All right, man. Shout out Willie Williams with the $5 in the super chat. Says, who was that guy beating Tank from pillar to post and sparring that's floating around? His being coach was telling him what to do to Tank. Did you see it? Nah, I ain't never seen Tank getting beat pillar to post and nothing. You're gonna have to send that to me. My email is in there. I want to see that. I'm interested to see that. Let me get the goddamn coin going, because this shit is intense. I'm feeling a little awkward around this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little awkward around here. Let me present this shit. You know what I'm saying? Present this screen and shit. Hopefully it don't slow down. If it slow down, we gonna have one of the other brothers do it. But I think okay, there you go.
Shit.
The coin. I see it.
I don't see it.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Anybody? I see the turn my tripping.
Nah. The screen froze on
A1.
No, I don't see it, bro.
Oh shit! All right, I'm gonna stop sharing this shit.
Hey man, I got a quarter right here. I'm finna flip this.
All right,
shit,
I'm gonna stop sharing it.
Oh, hey, hold on. It was coming up. KO, it was coming up. It was lagging. It just pulled up as soon as you stopped sharing.
It's all good. We're gonna just let right side flip it. One of y'all brothers call it and we're gonna get it popped.
Who calling?
Yeah, I guess I do heads.
All right, here we go. Heads it is.
Who going first?
Good luck, nigga.
We're gonna let JD go first.
All right, shout out Joseph Curtis. Shout out Joseph Curtis with the $20 in the super chat. Says, from home of the beef to Lone Star, Longhorn State. Salute KO and chat. Salute you, Joseph. Appreciate you showing love in that super chat. All right, here we go. We got the first question, man. Let me pull this shit up. I'm gonna take everything off so I don't have a fucking lag or no shit, bro. I can't have that shit going during the debate. Let me get that right. Okay. Boom. Here we go. All right, first question. Very simple question. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm the king of the petty shit. I love petty, and I believe that arguments can be made for both Tank Davis and Devin Haney being more petty. So I'm asking the debaters tonight, which fighter is more petty? Okay. JD is going to be arguing that Devin Haney is more petty. So, JD, you got 10 minutes. The timer starts as soon as you start talking, bro. Go ahead.
Y'all can hear me clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Is Devin Haney more petty? Yes. All right, so I'm going to start with some facts, right? So I did a little research. On September 15, 2022, Devin Haney spoke candidly on how his resume is better than Tank Davis and how Tank don't fight nobody, right? He also expressed how Tank is 27, has accomplished nothing. And I'm also going to point out how in the same interview on Fight, the host asked Devin Haney about who he's interested in fighting next. Mind you, he had a fight signed already. This nigga started talking about how he wanted to fight Teofimo at 135. He clearly stated that he's going to stay at 135, right? But he said he's interested in the Teofimo fight, not at 140 though, right? That's some petty shit because just a couple weeks ago you talk about how you got to see how you feel when you about to fight Lomachenko, but at the same time too, you bringing up Tank Davis' name, but that's not the nigga that you fighting, bro. You always got Tank name in your mouth. That's not who you fighting. You fighting Vasily Lomachenko. That's the only person you need to be talking about, bro. Moving on, right? All of this while having a fight schedule. Mind you, Devin Haney's father, Bill, was going to every single fucking YouTube channel he could find to talk about how him and Devin Haney did not have a fight schedule, not contracted to Top Rank, not signed. This nigga called Fanon, the international boxing channel, because Fanon asked him, is he signed to Top Rank? What did he do? Tap dance around the question. A couple weeks ago, KO asked him in front of all these people on the panel, on the channel, oh shit, I don't know how to answer this question, so I'm going to tap dance. I'm showing my skills how to dance again around the questions. So really, who's more petty? Why does Devin Haney always talk about everybody but who else he's fighting? Who's more petty? This nigga Tank fighting Hector Luis Garcia, right? Devin Haney posts a sparring clip that's irrelevant. He's trying to draw attention away from two fighters that's fighting and bring it to himself by posting about one of the fighters, but that shit has nothing to do with his fight. You just being petty, bro. You upset, bro. You upset that all of your let me not even say you upset. What you're trying to do is draw the fans' attention to you because you don't like the fact that Tank is fighting somebody who you supposedly kicked out of camp, but you ain't really do no damage to him. Tank no mossed him. So really, who's petty? Moving on, though. I'm going to go back a little further, right? On November 3rd, 2019, Devin Haney tweeted, and I quote, as soon as I handle this business on Saturday, Tank can fight me for a real 135 belt. During a fight that had not happened, it didn't happen yet. This is what Devin Haney is saying. It's not after the fact. It's not before the fact. It's not while he's available. He's never available. Yet we talking about Devin Haney being petty. We're bringing up an opponent that he didn't even do what Tank Davis did to that opponent. Yet we're focused on Devin Haney and what he's saying and how he's applying pressure to Tank, but we never look at the fact that he signed to a fight. So him bringing up the fact that he's going to fight somebody at this date, which was 3 years ago or 4 years ago now, and recently, just to put himself in position to clout chase off Tank name, y'all don't think that's petty? Ask the chat. Is that petty? Is that petty? Right? Moving forward. Knowing that Tank has a fight set for 12/28/2019 against Yuriorkis Gamboa. The same Gamboa that Devin Haney fought and went the distance with. The same Gamboa that Tank starched in 12 rounds. 2 weeks prior to today, Devin was yet again on Fight Hub TV talking about how he would not fight Tank Davis with a rehydration clause. But let's be clear. It might be weak for everybody, you know, on the pin or in the chat to send a hydration clause to anybody that you know you can beat in a contract. But if a fight is at 135, which is Tank Davis's weight class, why would there be a rehydration clause? You know what I'm saying? So what is the point of bringing it up? And to corroborate this fact, let's take another step back. On April 7, 2023, Gervonta Davis had an interview with Fight Hub TV, and I quote, the host asked, Tank, would there have been a rehydration clause if Ryan fought and took the fight at 135? Tank clearly said no. No. Why would there need to be a reason for a rehydration clause? We're fighting at the weight class that I fight at. So no, there would not be a rehydration clause. The only time it'd be a rehydration clause is if I'm fighting outside of that weight class. That's why it would be a rehydration clause, because you're not going to rehydrate too far. Furthermore, Devin Haney rehydrates up as far as 160 pounds. So do you really think that he's not going to take that contract if he is who he says that y'all say he is? He's not going to take that rehydration clause and fight Tank Davis, which ultimately makes him look more petty for him chatting that shit, but he still ended up signing the contract anyway. Moving on. So moving back to this Devin Haney topic, you know, obviously he is the B-side. For him to have the audacity to believe that he's going to take the fight outside of 135 and that he's not going to take that fight at 135, that he would have any power to dictate terms. That's petty. It's like throwing a temper tantrum about some shit that you can't control. So ultimately, when y'all end up fighting, what's going to be the prognosis? You still going to end up signing for everything that Tank tells you to sign for. It's petty for you to sit here and talk about what you're not going to do and what you're going to do when you have other fights and other food on your plate that you need to be worried about. You shouldn't be worried about a fighter that draws more attention to him just based on his performance and talk about how he's not fighting for real belts. You have a better resume than him, yet everybody that you fight outside of Lomachenko, which I think is shaky, doesn't stand a chance at beating you, Devin Haney. So really, who's petty? Who's petty? Is Devin Haney petty? Yes, he petty. I jump off the porch. Fuck wrong with him. Hey, look, I got another point too. Maybe, just maybe it's because he's not his own boss anymore that he talking like this. Or maybe because Davis versus Garcia holds more viewership potential based on the names that are at hand and the fan bases. Maybe. And maybe they know Lomachenko fighting Haney will not have any fair judges. Maybe that's what they know. So you're trying to draw away from the fact that you have a very tall task in front of you and talk about how Tank is fighting this guy in Ryan Garcia who ducks you, right? And you're talking about how this fight is a mismatch. It's boring. We all know Tank is going to win. I'm not going to sign the rehydration clause. None of that should matter to you, Devin Haney. You have Lomachenko in front of you. And if you don't get a knockout, and if it goes to the cards, you more than likely will get robbed. That's how it goes. Bob Arum don't give a damn about you. He going to put them belts over there on Top Rank. That's what he care about. So really, who's petty? Really, who's petty? Who is the one that's drawing more attention to him and putting his name in conversations about two separate fighters that has nothing to do with him? He should be worried about who is in front of him. Why is it that when he's contractually obligated to another fighter that he's continuously
you got 1 minute.
He's continuously speaking about a fighter that he doesn't have any potential opportunity of fighting. He doesn't even have the chance of standing in the same vicinity as Tank Davis unless Tank Davis is in the same city as him. That's the only time he's come across Tank Davis. That's the only time. That's the only time we're going to get close to Tank versus Devin. That's the time, because Devin is always contractually obligated. Always. He's never available. And then he's calling out Tank Davis when he has a fight that he hasn't even fought yet. So really, who's petty? When have we heard Tank bring up Devin Haney's name? Ever. Unless he's spoken to about Devin Haney. Tank don't just go around voluntarily bringing up Devin Haney's name. Ever. I've never heard him do that. But if you ask Tank a question about Devin Haney, most of the time what he's saying is, I don't want to bring up the mother fighter's name.
That's time, JD. That's time. Shout out Joseph Curtis with the $2 in super chat. He say, thanks for letting me on the debate. You always welcome, Curtis. We live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. I'm looking at the likes. I got 225 people in here. I got 162 likes. Let's get the likes up to 200, man. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit the like button as soon as possible. All right, we're going to woke. Which fighter is more petty? Your opening statement. You got 10 minutes. Tell us why Tank Davis is more petty than Devin Haney. Timer starts when you start talking, bro.
First and foremost, I think we should maybe define what petty is, right? So according to dictionary.com, petty means something that is trifling, trivial, applying to something that is so insignificant as to be almost unworthy of notice, right? So something that's trifling, trivial, and insignificant, in other words, right? So let's talk about the history of Tank Davis being petty by the actual definition, right? So on Twitter a while back, Tank says Ryan is retarded because his parents are cousins on Twitter. That is trifling, trivial, and insignificant. Tank would also say in a recent interview that he doesn't even know his family. So not only was it trivial, petty, he doesn't even know if that's true. Tank says Ryan should not be gambling and should just relax because he's only 24. What does that have to do with the fight? That's trifling, trivial, and insignificant. Tank says Ryan is more of a bad person than he is. That is trifling, trivial, and insignificant. Y'all are fighters. Why are you trying to sway the media about how good of a person that you are? Or trying to downgrade Ryan Garcia about the person he is? Tank Davis went and bought candy at the grocery store on All Access, saying, hey, man, I'm good, bro. I could just go do this. I could eat like this. I ain't got to take it too serious with Ryan. Even though he's working hard, he said that to try to make a little point like, I can eat candy while I'm about to fight Ryan. Trifling, trivial, insignificant. Tank questions Ryan's faith because he claims Ryan gambles and drinks alcohol. By the way, neither of those things are sins. Why are you bringing it up before a fight, brother? Trifling, trivial, and insignificant. Tank had another interview recently. The interviewer talking about potential guys he could fight, right? Tank said, man, I ain't gonna say their names, so I don't want to get them no more clout. Yet the interviewer named the guys and he answered accordingly. You not saying their names doesn't do anything. It's trifling, trivial, and insignificant. The last, I believe, 3 out of 4 Tank's last 3 weigh-ins, he touched or shoved his opponent. We've seen guys at weigh-ins bite people, punch people, swing on people, push people. It's trifling, trivial, and insignificant. It has nothing to do with the fight. He continuously to call Ryan an IG model, a YouTuber, influencer. Yet he's stepping in the ring with you. You say you respect your opponent, so you bringing that up is trivial, trifling, and insignificant. Oh, by the way, this same YouTuber, you put a catch weight on. It's trivial, trifling, and insignificant because you're a champ at 140, I thought. Why do that? You also put a rehydration clause on this YouTuber. Petty clauses in a contract. That type of stuff right there are things that can stop the fight from happening. Yet you still said, we ain't making a fight unless this occurs. You come to 135 or you go 136 with a rehydration. That's trivial, trifling, and insignificant, especially when you just fought another man at 140 with a belt on the line, yet you're doing this. It's pettiness. Tank also said today in an interview or at the post-fight press conference, he says Tank said he got spies in Ryan camp. Trivial, trifling, insignificant. Bro, why are you saying this? Are you trying to get in his head? All these things are just attempts to try to throw Ryan off. We got to make Ryan think about this. We got to talk about Ryan doing this, and we know what you're going to do. Trifling, trivial, insignificant. On top of that, it also shows your mindset. You're doing all this for a YouTuber? Come on, bro. Continuing. Tank said all he doing is relying on the hook. If all he got is a hook, why all the extraness? Trifling, trivial, somewhat insignificant. Tank also said today, if Goosen was so good, he would fix his fundamentals. What does that have to do with y'all fight? Knowing also to fix a guy's fundamentals, that takes way more than 2-3 fights together. Trifling, trivial, insignificant. Let's see. So now Tank said a while back, he said that Devin Haney waited until George Kambosos won to then go for undisputed. Not only is it petty, it's just a lie. I mean, let's come on, guys. Devin Haney been won the undisputed fight. The interviewer didn't ask him something in regards to that. He brought it up to try to throw a shot. It's petty. It's trivial, trifling, and insignificant. He also said in the interview he could have fought Teofimo Lopez as easy as he did Kambosos. I don't even need to explain that one because we all know T.O. ducked him. Tank also said Devin calls out all these people, yet fights none of them. Yeah, Devin Haney is fighting Vasily Lomachenko May 20th and was up to fight for undisputed, knowing the history of people ducking Devin Haney. Trivial, trifling, and insignificant. Now let's see this, right? Tank also said this, man, nobody knows Devin Haney despite him having all them belts. Trifling, trivial, insignificant because, for one, it's a lie, right? He has 2.1 million Instagram followers. Him and George Kambosos had some of the best ESPN viewership numbers in 2022. Bringing up all these things to try to be petty, to be trivial, trifling, and insignificant, but also just telling lies. Just because Devin ain't number one, that don't mean he ain't number two in revenue, viewership, popularity at lightweight. Outside of Ryan, of course, as an actual high-level boxer, he has his respect, Devin does. He went about calling Devin an email champion and said this has never happened in boxing. If you know anything about the history of boxing, you know how ridiculous this is. It's happened many times. The guys vacate, guys have thrown the belt in the trash. Come on, man. It's all an attempt to be petty, to try to get Devin off his square, to throw shade at him. Trifling, trivial, and insignificant. Tank said Devin can't fight in his hometown and can't sell it out yet. Has Devin attempted to fight in the Bay, or has he been doing what he had to do to go and get the big fights? The undisputed champion. And of course, we don't know he ain't did it yet because he's doing everything it takes to go chase legacy. Trifling, trivial, and insignificant. Tank said Devin is a soft-ass nigga, implying if you didn't grow up in the streets, you're soft. trifling, trivial, and insignificant, because we know in the sport of boxing, Muhammad Ali wasn't no street dude. Many of the most grittiest athletes in history of sports were not street dudes. They weren't dudes that grew up cracked out mamas, prostitutes. You don't have to grow up like that to have grit, to have heart. That comes from within. That's not a condition.
You got 1 minute, Woke. 1 minute.
Appreciate you, great family. So for him to bring that up, is this him trying to take another slap, another diss at Devin? It's trifling, trivial, and insignificant. Because at the end of the day, Baltimore is not going to be in there fighting if you and Devin fight. At the end of the day, Mike Tyson, he was about all the smoke, huh? He had a rough life. But when a proper brick got up in there, all I know is the fight ended with Mike Tyson on his back. So that is irrelevant because it's trifling, trivial, insignificant. And then finally, Iron Mike Tyson said, do you have any similarities with Tank? He said, no, not really. Besides getting in trouble. Tank says, right, because I'm more skilled. You disrespect a legend like that, bro. Trifling, trivial, insignificant, man. You're thin-skinned, and
That's time, bro. That's time. All right, JD, you got 5 minutes, bro. Offer up your rebuttal for what you heard Woke said. Timer starts as soon as you start talking.
Yes, sir. All right, so I'm gonna take a page out Woke's book. So we're gonna go back to what's trifling, right? Wine is not a sin, or wine is not a sin of what you're talking about. You know, when you talk about sins of thy father from the Holy Bible and shit. But alcohol is a sin. It's man-made. It's yeast. That's what it is. So you're incorrect. Alcohol is a sin. That's trifling. Did Tank say their names? Ever? No. That interviewer brought their names up. Tank simply confirmed what the question was. He ain't never say those guys' names. He never made the effort to say them guys' names. Why? Because just what he said. He not going to get him clout. For what? I'll get him clout. I'll give them the opportunity to respond back to him. Just for you type of Devin Haney fans to say that he ducked because he responded but didn't send a contract? Okay, moving on. Ryan supposedly fights at 140 or 139 or 138. He's not a 135-pound fighter. That's the reason why that happened. Tank dropped the belt at 140 and 130 on, and I quote the date, August 29th of 2021. So you're incorrect, which is also invalid because it's now been 3 years since he's fought with that title or even defended it. He never defended it. As a matter of fact, as soon as he got it, he dropped it. That's irrelevant. And it's petty for you to bring it up. Tank fought Barrios in 2021. That's 3 years ago. He moved up 3 years ago and since then has fought 4 different fighters. Devin Haney has fought 3. George Kambosos, Jojo Diaz. Let me just confirm this on BoxRec. Because you're telling me that it's petty for Tank to do all these different things, right? And it's trifling and trivial and all these different things, right? But let's be completely honest about what it is that we're saying. And I'm going to be clear and concise about what I'm saying to you. So you know for a fact, I got my camera in my computer today, so I'm going to look this up. And I was correct. Actually, in that same year, he fought Jorge Linares, Jojo Diaz, and George Kambosos twice. Tank has fought 2 different fighters this year. Well, he's about to fight 3 different fighters this year. And we're talking about what's petty and trivial and all this other bullshit. Really, we just talking about what's petty, bro. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about nothing else. When Devin Haney when did he put himself in that position to fight Kambosos? And how did he do it? Did he sacrifice himself as his own boss, as the Haney fans say? that's what I think is what happened, is Devin Haney a household name? I can ask 20 casual fans who Tank is. And I can ask those same casual fans who Ryan Garcia is. And they will confirm to me they know exactly who both of those fighters are. If I ask them who Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson is, them casual fans don't know who the fuck they are. Moving on. Tank said Devin Haney hasn't sold out in his home. He hasn't attempted because he don't sell out nowhere else. Hence why he went to Dubai to try to market for that fight in Dubai, but it doesn't make sense with Lomachenko because, you know, he went during Ramadan, but outside of Ramadan, it didn't matter because he's not going to sell out anyway. So now he's coming back to Vegas, which is truly where he's from, where he lives. This is where he grew up. Not Cali, Vegas. Well, they say he's from the Bay. To be completely honest with you, I don't know where the fuck he's from. But that just further vindicates what I'm saying to you. We don't know he's a household name. The more notable fighter, I know exactly where the fuck he's from of the two. We talk about Tank Davis and we talk about Devin Haney. We talk about all this other shit that Tank is doing to other fighters, but I thought the topic here was Gervonta Davis versus Devin Haney. In that respect, we're talking about who is petty between the two of them. So I don't understand, man. Tank said Devin cannot speak that tough shit like his father. That's why his father talks for him. Tank grew up in all of those circumstances that you brought up, but he never claimed that he's a street dude. He never said that. But he doesn't detract from the fact that he knows where the fuck he comes from. That's the difference. Devin Haney rolling around with a Glock in his fucking
That's time, JD. That's your 5 minutes, bro. I Woke, you got 5 minutes, bro, to offer up your rebuttal for round one and to close out round one. Go ahead and start talking. Timer starts when you start talking, bro.
All right, cool. So first and foremost, you say alcohol is a sin because it has yeast. You know, as a Hebrew myself, there's only 1 week in the year that we can actually consume leaven. That's the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Those things that are sins are found in the Torah. Alcohol and consuming yeast is not one of them. Alcohol is created by the fermentation process, brother. So, you know, read your scriptures. First, okay, going from there. You mentioned Bill Haney a lot, brother. The question is, which fighter is more petty? Half your argument was about Bill Haney. You see, you didn't really have too much to say about Devin outside of he brought up other guys when he had other competition. I mean, do we not always say, bro, you need to have smoke for people. You need to show that you want these fights. You need to show your competitive nature. Yet for what you're saying, because he had a fight. I mean, most fighters actually do interviews to the build up to their fights because they have a fight, you know, most of the time. So that's the time people get the most interviews. And these guys are asking questions about other fighters. They're asking about what's next. So Devin Haney answers. Because if I remember correctly, we was mad because he didn't match Shakur's energy. And he ain't had it and all this stuff. Right? So which one is it? Do we want him to bring up other fighters and keeping it a buck? Or do we want him to stay silent? According to you, he should stay silent. But I'm sure you was one of the niggas that was talking about, oh, he's scared of Shakur. He ain't matching energy, right? So that's not really being petty, JD. First and foremost, I spoke on the definition of what petty was because, Negro, you wasn't answering what petty is. You was just speaking on shit you don't like that Devin Haney does. You said Devin Haney was clout chasing and all. The undisputed champion doesn't have to clout chase on the largest sports platform in the world, ESPN. Devin Haney name gonna get pushed out there because he got the straps, keep putting the work in, and he on ESPN, great brother. You don't have to clout chase. Y'all keep acting like Devin Haney some bum. Nobody know him, dude. 2.1 had multiple millions of people watching this fight. Come on, man. Youngest undisputed ever. He don't got to clout chase nobody. And there's nothing wrong with saying he won't fight him with the rehydration clause, bro. I mean, truthfully, every fighter that's going to sign up to fight somebody has a say-so in that contract. Just because you ain't an A-side, damn, a nigga come up to you and be like, hey, JD, I'm the A-side. So in this fight, for me to fight you, nigga, I got to take your girl out on a date. According to you niggas gonna sign that. No, bruh. You got dignity still. You still a fighter. You still got something to say in your career, and you still are bringing something to the table. So yeah, he ain't got to take a rehydration clause because he doesn't have to, because he's bringing something to the table. You mentioned something about how Devin was commenting on the Tank and Ryan fight. I seen that interview. The interviewer actually was asked Devin his thoughts on it. Wasn't really being petty. Somebody asks you a question, you give your honest opinion. And also, you mentioned also how you said Tank is always saying he knows where he comes from. Well, Tank also says people ain't about that life. He ain't like that. It's more than just, I know where I come from. No, bro. You saying you ain't about this, you ain't about that. If you say you went out there, just because you grew up in the hood don't mean you were out there like that too, bro. Many people have seen many things in life. And unless you was out there, last I checked, Tank got one thing on his record, right? So he wasn't really just out there crazy too, man. He was in the gym early, going to work with Calvin Ford. That's what he said. So Tank was disciplined. A great amateur. He was putting the work in, bro. So, you know, your argument really wasn't too much, bro. You mentioned Bill Haney a whole lot. Didn't really say too much Devin had. Devin Haney claps back at fighters. He answers questions. And that's all it really is. And you didn't really hit on why he was being petty. You kind of just gave your opinion and why you don't like him. I gave you over 20 examples of Tank being petty according to the dictionary definition. You did not. And that's my time.
Already, bro. All right, let's go to the judges. Let me get this poll up in the chat. Chat, y'all let me know who y'all thought won round one. Do you got Woke? Do you got JD? Be sure to vote. We taking the round one voting down as soon as we get ready to start this second round. So be sure to vote on the poll that we have in the chat. Shout out to everybody that got us up over 200 likes. I appreciate that. We up to 230 people in the building. If you love the TKO Debate Series, if you love the debates, be sure to hit the like button. If you can't super chat or cash app or join the channel, be sure to hit the like button. We do got some super chat, some cash apps though, just real quick while we in between rounds. I got my brother Philly Zoe in the super chat with the $5. I got my brother Zulu in the cash app. I mean, Philly Zoe in the cash app with $5. I got my brother Zulu in the cash app with the $5. I got my brother Ali Point TV with the $10 in the cash app. My brother Educated Jab with the $2 in the cash app. And then my brother Big Ray, who's also a channel member, with the $5 in the cash app. Shout out to all y'all supporting the grind and supporting the channel. Let's go to the judges. First time judge, I'm going to go to A1 on this one. Put him on the spot. A1, who you had winning round one and why, bro? A1. I can't hear you. I see you off mute, but you're not talking. Don't make me start rapping. Yeah. We're going to go to the right side. Get your mic. Get your mic. Oh,
hold on, KO. Hold on.
There
Can you hear me now?
There you go. There you go. Yeah, bro. I hear you loud and clear. All right, who we got?
I was saying you can't put you can't put me on the spot, bro. I'm built for this. This ain't nothing to me, man. But who I got for round one, man? I got to go with Woke. For the reason being, bro, he stuck with what was defined as petty for me. You know what I mean? He outlined it, detailed it, and gave the reasons of what petty was. I was looking for, if I'm being honest, JD to bring up the fact that Tank has said, or not Tank, Dev was, you know what I'm saying, running around giving out, you know what I mean, Tank's mug shots. He was saying, you know what I'm saying, we got Tank's giving and all that kind of stuff. I was expecting that kind of smoke because that's petty. You know what I mean? That's just unnecessary as it is, man. I think that would have probably swayed me a bit, but Woke came with the smoke on that joint, bro. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I got to go Woke on that.
Already. Right side, who you giving it to, bro?
Man, I thought both fellas had great rounds. I thought that, and I promise, on my little thing when I take my notes, the first thing I have with JD is define petty first ? And then Woke, he came out and defined the word. I thought Woke, you were a tad bit too repetitive. using the, but at the same time, repetition drives the point home. So I do understand it. But I thought you stuck to the question better. You made sure you focused that you were going to answer that question, and you broke down the word petty, which what the question was really about. I gave it to Woke as well. I did think, though, I wanted to say, I thought that JD, he brought some really good points out. If you would have repackaged them a certain way, JD, I thought you could have really put a lot more pressure on Woke than what you did. And I also thought you left a little on the bone. But I thought it was a good first round. I gave it to Woke as well.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought both of y'all left a lot of shit that I thought could have went different. Number one, I listened to Woke call Tank Davis a champion at 140, and he not a champion at 140. And I ain't hear my brother JD go. I thought for sure he was gonna go at that. I also heard my brother. I heard my brother Woke say that Devin is from the Bay. Devin ain't from the Bay. I didn't hear nobody go at that shit. And then Woke did a good job of defining it and then saying trifling, something and insignificant. But some of the shit that he was saying that Tank did was actually significant shit, like getting into people's heads at the weigh-in and shit. So I'm expecting that just to be gone at, and I didn't get what I wanted. I thought that Woke, he did define the question. I thought that he did a better job of trying to tailor his argument. But I thought, honestly, if I'm keeping it 100, both of them just said a bunch of shit that they didn't like. And I thought the rebuttals, they left for both a lot to be desired if I'm keeping it 100 with both of y'all. So I'm a slightly edgy to Woke with the judges. I just think in round 2, both of y'all can do a better job of attacking each other's points, because I thought it was a lot of shit to be attacked that didn't get attacked, bro. Like I really thought that it was some meat left on the bone, as people like to say. But shout out to Tone 40 with the $5 in the super sticker. Woke went to go pee because I think JD got him nervous. He went to go pee because I think JD got him nervous, and he come with some shit in the second round. Woke has to go first in the second round because JD went first in the first round. So when he get back, we'll start round 2. But y'all hit my like button real quick. And just so y'all know, we got some content coming tomorrow because Nick J pointed me in the direction of a Blue Blood Sports TV video that he had of Devin Haney. Devin Haney has confirmed that he will be at the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia fight. And I got a lot of shit to say about it. We just ain't got time tonight, but so y'all be on the lookout for that shit.
He need to be talking about that. He need to be
there.
I
did talking about that shit. That up in the rebuttal. I said that Tank dropped that belt at 140 in June 26th.
Okay, oh, you did. I missed it then. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. So my bad. Yeah.
But I definitely brought that up. I rebutted that point when he said it.
For sure. So I'll go back and shit. If I'm, I ain't got no problem admitting I'm wrong. I didn't hear it though. But my bad.
Hey, real quick, JD. I was just gonna say it was funny though so technically alcohol itself is not a sin. I thought that was
that's the other thing, y'all. Stay away from the
Bible religion,
man. Yeah, stay away from the religion shit. I ain't gonna lie, when y'all start talking that religion shit, I tuned out, bro. Like I'm here for the boxing, you know what I mean? But I feel y'all though.
I thought it was interesting.
I don't know why So
it is what it is though. But we on the round 2, man. Let's get it popping on round 2, bro. Good first round. Let's see if they can come out. We got Woke up 1-0 right now. Let's see what they do in this second round and what they coming with. Where's the question at? Let me find that shit real quick. Woke is gonna go first in this round. Oh yeah, here you go. Boom. One of the favorite Tank Davis and Devin Haney subjects that we all love to argue about. We argue till our face turn blue.
Who came up with these questions?
Did Tank Davis duck Devin Haney? Woke, you got 10 minutes, bro. It's on you. You on mute, bro. Or I can't hear you.
All right, there you good? There you go. All right, cool. So, man, appreciate that. Solid round 1, warming up, you know what I'm saying? So, the question is, did Tank Davis duck Devin Haney? Man, let's just start it off right here, right? I can't really necessarily criticize somebody until they show a few things, right? I think it all comes down to your effort and your intentions, right? If you're really a duck. Tank Davis, as we know, is the A side from 140 on down, right? For money fighters and dudes that bring a lot of money to the table, the rules are a little different for them. We discussed Canelo and why he ducked this and ducked that. Because when you bring money to the table, money talks in boxing. Fights get made. And even if the guy may lose to you, he'll take it due to the financial benefit that comes from fighting you. So when you're the money man, and Tank is the money man, you pretty much got every fight at your disposal. Due to, if they scared of you, they'll still take it because it's a financial gain from it, right? So when you got money behind you, and because we know boxing is so corrupt, money sways the people in power as well. So you can get whatever fight you want if you got the money behind you, because sanctioning bodies like getting paid, right? So the question is, did Tank duck Devin Haney? We look at one of the biggest criteria, I say, if somebody ducks somebody, right? I always say, man, were you in a position to make a fight happen outside of just your basic will, just, I want to fight the guy? Were you in some type of elevated, position? Were you in some type of spot where you could like really make the fight happen in some type of way outside of just trash talk? And if you were in that position, did you push for it? Because see, I'm not all about, because I know sometimes politics matter a little bit, right? But what I do know is, did you try? So let's think about this, right? Gervonta Tank Davis, Tankalicious is what I call him. He went on a $1 million worth of game podcast, and Gilly asked him, we want to see you fight Teofimo. We want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Devin Haney. You ever go to them and just be like, to your people and be like, man, I want these niggas. What Tank said? He said, me, I'll be honest with you, I ain't never did it. So that, but see, Tank fans will say that was then. This is the new Tank. He ain't like that no more. He wouldn't do that no more. But we got to ask ourselves, bro. If those were the fighters that Gilly was discussing, and he said he didn't ask for the big fights, is Hector Garcia and Ryan Garcia now one of those big fights? Because according to Tank himself, Ryan's a YouTuber. Ryan's an influencer. How is he now pushing for them hitters, them killers, the people that they fight, the fans want to see, yet you're not fighting the people Gilly mentioned? You're not fighting Shakur. You ain't going to 140, get no smoke with nobody. That's actually great. I thought you was knocking out middleweights and stuff in sparring, Tank, but you ain't doing none of the crazy stuff, brother. You're making a fight with Hector Luis Garcia. You're making a fight with a YouTuber, an influencer. The dichotomy of Tank's mind is he think Ryan Garcia is a legacy fight. Now, let me ask you this. If Ryan is a legacy fight for Tank, what kind of legacy is Tank trying to leave on? What kind of legacy is he trying to leave if Ryan Garcia is your legacy fight? Because see, what Tank fans don't want you to know is this, bro. Or rather, I don't give a damn what the Tank fans think, actually. Tank Davis has never been about trying to fight the best. And since we know Devin Haney is the undisputed champion, he is the best. So based off Tank's previous words, he wasn't fighting the best. Even right now, he's not fighting the best. Because this guy's a YouTuber influencer. You're not trying to fight the best. Because what they'll say, he is the WBA regular champion, right? And as I mentioned earlier, were you in position to get the fight, especially being the money man? And Tank was. Tank has had that belt since 2019. During that span, he has not called or tried to make the Devin Haney fight once. And you know what Tank fans will tell you, well, you can't do that with the contract. Devin had a contract with Top Rank. You can't do that, woke. That's interesting, though. Because an interview with Bob Arum after the first Kambosos fight, because we know Gervonta Tank Davis did mention he wanted Devin Haney after the first Kambosos fight because he fought in May. Devin Haney fought in June, right? They'll tell you, well, you know, Devin Haney that fight couldn't happen because he had the rematch. Bob Arum, when that fight happened, finished with George Kambosos and Devin Haney, he said, I hate rematch clauses. He also said this, there is a contract for Haney to fight Kambosos again in a rematch. Again, we are sensible people, and when you have a contract, there's another way to go. You may be able to do that. In other words, nobody is talking about breaching a contract, but it might be worthwhile for Kambosos to take another fight as a tune-up fight and then fight the winner of Haney and who Haney would be fighting. All that would be possible. Because when great brother Bill Haney comes on and say, we didn't have to fight Kambosos next. We had other options. We had other things that could have happened. Y'all say, no, you're lying. Bob Arum out of his own mouth said, it's a possibility. And with that possibility, did Tank then go to the WBA, Gilberto Ramirez, or Mendoza, my bad? Did he go and try to push to get that fight mandated? No. Great brother Bill Haney went on and said, we reached out to the WBA, and they said, if we push for that fight, Tank and his team will go another direction. Now ask yourself, is Bill Haney capping? Because you always try to say he capping, right? Well, based off what Tank Davis' team has already said, man, you know, he got Shakur to go fight. Floyd just said it. What are your dream fights for? Oh, we want Tank with Teofimo. We want Devin with Shakur. Don't worry about Tank. Leonard always talked down against the fight. He don't want the fight to happen. Calvin Ford says he should ice him out. So due to how they moving, I believe what Bill Haney said. And if you want to talk about the whole purse split thing, well, you know, just because the fight is ordered, that means you got to go to purse bid. If you want the fight to happen, send a sensible deal. The deal will get done. Devin's never been seen as a guy that's unsensible. Negotiate a contract, get the contract done, and we're good to go. So, okay, how much time I got, great family? Okay then.
Had to come off mute. 1 minute and 35 seconds. I gave you the 5 seconds it took me to come off mute. All 1 minute and 35 seconds.
Appreciate it. Okay, so in closing, we see Tank, bro. If you're putting a rehydration clause, you're putting a catch weight, and now you're sending spies into Ryan Garcia's camp, based off how you're moving with the YouTuber and an influencer, why now would I think that you would want to fight an undisputed champion? Your previous moves have been shown as squeamish, scared, very nervous about your skill set. So now with that same energy, you've never pushed for the big fights, nor have you yet to push for the big fights, because by your own admission, Ryan is not one of them dudes Gilly mentioned. You do not want smoke with Devin Haney. And in closing, for those that would say Tank couldn't negotiate or send a contract to Devin, we've already addressed that. He could. He could have did it after the Kambosos fight. Because you know, Devin fought in October. He fought Hector Luis Garcia in January. Why couldn't it be, instead of Ryan at this time of the year, why couldn't it be him? Oh, you say, oh, Lomo's ordered. No, bro. You could have sat there and negotiated something after the first Kambosos fight. You could have. But
there's time, bro. There's time. All right, JD, you got 10 minutes, bro. Did Tank Davis duck Devin Haney? Timer starts when you start talking, man.
Tank did not have control of his career. How could he duck Devin Haney? Tank now has control of his career. Hence why he's doing and talking freely the way he so well pleases. Tank has not pushed for the legacy fights, but for every Tank fight at that higher level, I never thought that he could not be beat. With everybody, to your point, Woke, that Devin has fought, I don't see any of those competitors not losing to Devin Haney. Moving on, how can a fighter duck a fighter who is for every fight? Well, how could he duck a fighter who is signed to fight every time he is mentioned by his rival? How can Tank duck Devin when he was not in control of his career? How can Tank duck Devin when Devin was and still is signed to a 3-fight deal with Top Rank? Well, Tank could. No, he can't. If Devin were to even, if Devin's handlers were to catch wind of him even trying to get another fight outside of his Top Rank deal, both him and Tank will get signed or sued. Sorry, excuse me. They will both get sued. That's how that works. That's how business works. That's how a contractual agreement works. That's how contractual obligation works. So no, Tank did not duck Devin. Yet his father refuted to answer for non-international boxing question on a live back in 2022. And here now in 2023, when KO asked him, are y'all still signed to fight Lomachenko? The reason for KO and for not asking that question is because Devin and his father always push the narrative of Tank Davis doesn't want to fight, but how can Tank send a contract to somebody that's already obligated? That's impossible. It can happen, but Tank's going to get sued. So, really, did Tank duck Devin Haney? How did he duck him? So, to your logic, if we say that Tank is ducking Devin and has, then what is Devin doing right now? Notice how Tank has never voluntarily brought up Devin's name when signing Mayweather Promotions, unless Devin's name has come up in a question ever yet. But Devin, on the other hand, and his father continuously bring up Tank's name, but they're contractually obligated. How the fuck can someone duck a fighter if a contract was never sent? There was never an ability for you to send in good faith. I can count 6 times when Devin mentions Tank's name for a clout chase while having a fight signed with no intention to fight Tank Davis, even if a contract was sent. There's no way. Devin Haney likes to clout chase and push this narrative that Tank Davis is ducking him, only when it's favorable to him. But right now, as we speak, Devin has a fight in a promotional company, sacrificing his ability to be his own boss by signing with Top Rank. Now his energy is shifty and shaky, baby, and he's talking about moving up to 140. This goes back to the first round when I was saying what I was saying before. Devin don't seem like he wants to fight. That's a matter of opinion, but the fact remains that every time that Devin called Tank Davis's name, he was contractually obligated. Anybody knows that. Furthermore, Devin's handlers don't want a Tank fight. They push it for Shakur. They're also saying Devin is talking about moving up inadvertently. Nobody's like Devin's moving up, but they're passing that notion that Devin is about to move up after this Lomachenko fight. They're already scoring Lomachenko rounds, and they haven't fought yet. So Devin has an opponent in front of him, yet he still is talking about Tank Davis. But Tank Davis has never sent Devin the contract. Neither has Mayweather Promotions. So how did Tank duck him? And if he was, like, I could understand if Tank sent the contract and Devin said, no, I don't want this shit, sent it back. and then Tank didn't send a revised contract, does that sound like ducking? What does that doesn't sound like ducking? Okay, cool. So if Tank says I want to fight Devin Haney, and then he never sends a contract, and Devin Haney is free, is that a duck? Yes, it is. But who sent who a contract? Nobody sent anybody a contract, neither sides, because neither of those fighters were in position to fight each other. Neither one of the handlers wanted it. Handlers being Devin Haney and his father were their own bosses, and Tank didn't have control of his career. So the roles are reversed, yet Tank is still ducking him. This is his first fight outside of his contract of Mayweather Promotions, and they still have a little bitty piece of that fight. And now he's talking about fighting these guys. It's just not enough for you Devin Haney fans. It's not enough. Now that he's talking like he wants to fight, y'all don't believe it. But I tell you what, Devin Haney, if he moves up to 140, that's a duck. That's off topic, but that's a duck. My point being is Tank hasn't even been put in a position to duck Devin Haney or anybody else at all. How is that possible for someone to, how do you duck somebody if you were never in the position to duck anybody? Tank was the A side because of who he was attached to at the hip, not because of his name. Now that he's out of his contract, he's been built into that fighter that they were trying to build. So now when the opportunity comes, if he doesn't send a contract, then he's a duck. But as of now, he is not ducking Devin Haney. How? You can say Teofimo Lopez ducked Haney. You can say George Kambosos was trying to duck Devin Haney. But Tank didn't even get involved with Devin Haney conversation unless it was brought up to him. He was not able to make decisions by himself for the greater good of his career to fight a Devin Haney. How is he ducking Devin? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. You're saying that Tank Davis is the A side. He has all these different abilities and amenities and shit at his disposal under Mayweather Promotion. How's that possible? I know if I have an employee that wants to go buy new equipment for my trucking company, and I told him no, unless I say so. You think he's gonna go and buy that shit with my company card? No, nigga, he's not. He's gonna sit there where I told him to sit. I'm a little bro him. He don't make no big decisions about his career and my equipment. I make choices about his career. That's what happened with Mayweather Promotion and Leonard Ellerbe and Mayweather and Tank Davis in his camp. He wasn't in position to duck anybody. If anything, the handlers didn't have faith. They've even said that they've even passed their judgment of not having faith as much as Tank Davis has faith in himself. They were moving him a certain way. Tank wasn't moving himself a certain way. He didn't have control of his career. Of the fighters that he fought, from them 28
1 minute. You got 1 minute.
Name one of them that Tank sent the contract himself. There's not one. All them fights being promoted by Mayweather Promotions, not GTD. So what does that tell you? That should tell you enough. You look at BoxRec and you see the name. That shit don't say GTD. That should say TGB or Mayweather Promotions. It still says TGB and Mayweather Promotions. So how is he ducking? Time.
All right, Woke, you got 5 minutes, bro. 5 minutes to offer up your rebuttal for round 2. Timer starts when you start talking.
All right. So, rebuttal 2. The biggest thing I kept hearing was Tankalicious did not have control of his own career, but now he does. Yet a contract was never sent to Devin Haney, nor were negotiations attempted, nor was there any type of push to the WBA to try and mandate and consolidate that belt. First off, you say, why couldn't he make a fight with Devin? Because Devin had that ESPN deal, breach of contract, all of this. Getting sued. Well, I don't think me or you seen the contract. So trying to play legalese on a contract you haven't signed is pretty foolish. Because did you know Ryan Garcia actually re-signed with Golden Boy to a multi-fight deal in 2022? Yet, he was able to send him a contract. I ain't seen Ryan deal. You ain't seen Haney deal. So to assume he would be sued is very, how do I say? Foolish. So, continuing on, you say, why is Devin fighting Loma and stuff? Well, Devin, why is he making that fight? Well, Devin's fighting a mandatory and a future Hall of Famer, former lineal champion. That's why he's fighting him. That's why that's happening. He's not fighting a guy that Tank calls an influencer. You say Devin is clout chasing with a fight sign, yet the biggest call out people refer to from Tank about Devin happened to be with the Rolly Romero versus Tank Davis background. Tank was already signed to fight Rolly. Was he clout chasing? He had a fight sign. I mean, if the rules that you apply make sense, Tank is clout chasing Devin Haney. He said, yeah, after your fight, I want you, Devin Haney. I guess he clout chasing too then, huh? Continuing. You said Devin Haney over here sacrificing his independence to go sign with ESPN. Well, actually, Devin Haney is chasing his legacy by signing with ESPN. He, how do they say? It's the cost of doing business, right? You got to eat a little here to be where you want to be. You got to count the cost. Devin Haney is doing what he has to do to make sure that his name is written in the record books, in the history books, and he's done so thus far, and he's about to fight a former lineal, future Hall of Famer fighter in Lomachenko. You said Devin handlers are not pushing for a Tank fight. Yet in the previous round, you said Bill is always talking about Tank. I'm kind of disappointed, JD. Bill only pretty much talk about Tank. He always talk. He talking about Tank mama. He talking about Tank being fat. You say they ain't pushing for the fight, great family? Even me as a Devin Haney fan, I wouldn't even say that. I mean, of course I wouldn't say it, but if I was a Tankalicious fan, I wouldn't say that. That's just a flat out lie. The smoke between these two is ridiculous. But we do know Leonard. We know Leonard Ellerby. He don't want this fight. Could what Leonard be saying? We got a plan for Tank Davis. Nobody worry about that fight. The belts don't matter. Tank team ain't pushing for the fight, brother. Floyd sat there and said, the biggest, what fights do you want to see? The biggest fight, the legacy fights. He didn't even mention Devin Haney and Tank. He kept mentioning another Hispanic fighter in Teofimo Lopez that lost to the dude that Devin Haney whooped twice. Calvin Ford sat there and said, we need
1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay. Calvin Ford sat there and said, we need to starve Devin Haney out. So Howard, Tank team pushing for the fight, but Devin Haney's isn't. You ain't never heard Bill Haney say nothing close to that. When the opportunity came, you mentioned, when is the opportunity that Tank could do it? Well, after the first Kambosos fight, you just got done with Rolly. Well, you signed a fight. You almost simultaneously. You signed a situation where you had a tune-up fight, and you had Ryan lined up, right? Ryan could have took a tune-up, but he chose not to. Well, how come you couldn't do it with Devin Haney before they mandated and ordered Loma back in November, right? They ordered Loma in November. Haney fought in June. How come you say, hey, Devin, I'm going to go apply a little pressure to WBA. You fight Kambosos rematch, right? I can go and fight Hector Luis Garcia in that time span, and then we can get it on.
That's time, bro. That's time, woke. All right, you got 5 minutes, JD. Timer starts when you start talking. Offer up your rebuttal to Woke.
Yeah. So you said oh shit, I was waiting for you to fall in the trap, bro. Damn, I was itching like a fiend. What the fuck? You literally just said to me that Devin Haney don't got no handlers, but he signed a 3-fight contract deal. Also killed your other point about him not having any obligations. He signed a 3-contract deal for Top Rank. They're his handlers. Bill Haney is his manager. He's not his handler. He's a manager. But the person that Devin Haney reports to is Bob Arum. Those are his handlers. Tank Davis handlers is himself. His advisor is Al Heyman. He has his own promotional company. You talk about some shit from way back when, but what are we talking about that for? We talking about the right now. Leonard Ellerbe and him not wanting to fight doesn't fucking matter. You know why? Because Leonard Ellerbe is no longer Tank Davis's handler. That's why. Floyd Mayweather, what the fuck he wants for the fight doesn't fucking matter. You know why? Because Floyd Mayweather is no longer Tank Davis's handler. GTD is Tank Davis now. That's the difference. That's why I said what I said. And that's why I'm rebuttaling your point right now. Because you telling me about all this shit he could have done with fighting in between. Kambosos fights Devin Haney the second time. How the fuck is he going to fight him the second time? And then Devin Haney turns around and fights Tank while still being contractually obligated to his 3-fight deal? How does that make sense, bro? I'm disappointed in you, great family. So let's keep that there, man. We're not going to sit here and push narratives and do all this shit and pity pat throwing shit out the window and choosing to remember what the fuck we want to remember. Now, that's not how this shit work. That's not how that shit work. Great family. Devin Haney has handlers. Tank Davis don't got no handlers. Like I said before, Devin Haney sacrificed. What is that? That's the timer?
No, go. You go.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Devin sacrifices his ability to freely. He don't have that ability no more. Hence why he talking about moving up from 140 after he fights this fight. He don't have the ability. And if he did have the ability, why is Bob Arum telling us that if Devin Haney, is more than likely that he's going to move up? If he does, we have an abundance of fights for him at 140. Josh Taylor and Teofimo, Devin Haney gets the winner of that. Shakur Stevenson. The Shakur Stevenson is somewhere else talking about on a different. Oh, I'm sorry. That was on Top Rank talking about how. Oh, yeah, they told me to say that to Bill and his dad. Why they telling Shakur to say that shit? Why? Because they setting some shit up. Why? Because now Devin Haney is an employee and they do what they want to do with Devin. Devin do what the fuck Bob say, not what he say. Now Tank does what he say. Tank is out his contract. I don't know why y'all Haney fans keep bringing this shit up. He's not contractually obligated. If he is, it's a little piece of the Ryan Garcia fight. That's why you see Leonard Ellerbe, but he fought Hector Luis Garcia on his own. I don't understand. GTD was the promoter of that fight. So you mean to tell me Tank is supposed to jeopardize getting he's supposed to put himself in position to get sued because you want to see the fight? That's just downright criminal, bro. That's downright greedy as a Haney fan. I'm disappointed in you because even as a Tank fan, I know that shit wasn't going to happen, bro. Yeah, stop that. Time.
Already. All right, let me get the poll up in the chat. Smash the like button. Let me see who won round 2. We're going to right side first this time. Right side. Who you giving round 2 to, man?
I thought it was an interesting round. I thought once again a lot of meat was left on the bones. I couldn't agree all the way with how the brothers attacked it. At the end of the day, man, I gave it to JD. I thought, overall his breakdown as far as Tank not or the whole suing perspective of it. Tank hasn't really, and this is what I have highlighted in my notes. I don't think Tank has had an opportunity to say that Tank has really ducked anyone. I will say, though, I do have to say, I thought that it was so much. I thought that both individuals would attack the question a little differently. But at the end of the day, I did give it to JD. I gave this round to JD.
All right. A1, who you get around to, man?
Man, as much as I don't like Dub ass, I gotta agree with him a little bit. I edge it out slightly to JD a little bit for it, man. I think Woke he should have attacked the Cambosa's the Cambosa's little rematch clause. I text that on the side to you already. Knockout
Yeah.
about what I was saying. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with JD on this one. But man, like yeah, there's definitely a lot of meat left on the bone or left to be desired on this joint, man. But like I said, I ain't gonna be long winded. I'm right to it.
All right, Specs. Our brother Woke is debating for Devin Haney, and our brother JD is debating for Tank Davis. To answer your question, I agree with y'all, man. I agree with y'all. I kind of saw it the same way. I just never thought the point of I just thought it was the winning point for me was if neither one of them sent no contract, how can you duck anybody and ain't nobody sent contracts yet? All they doing like I thought that was a good point. And I just honestly, bro, this question it's kind of hard, but Woke did such a good job. He brought it close because, in my opinion, this was probably a round that didn't need to be as close as it was.
It shouldn't have been
Woke,
a close round, in my opinion.
Woke made that shit very close, but JD did just enough to edge it out. So I got him winning the second round, and now we on to the third round. This is the breakdown. This is what Devin Haney fans and Tank Davis fans argue about the most. Who gonna win this fight, man? Who gonna win this fight? We gotta break this shit down and see who can come up with the better argument. We're gonna go with JD first this time. JD, it looks like so far the chat is with the judges. Chat gave Woke the first round, and then they gave JD the second round. We tied up 1-1, close debate. Let's get it, man. Let's see who's gonna win this debate, pull this out, and get their first victory. Woke's first time will be his first victory, and JD this will be his first victory. So somebody is gonna get a W tonight. All right, JD, it's on you first, man. Who wins the fight and why? And let me get the timer going. All right, cool. All right, who wins the fight and why, JD? And we got 10 minutes. Timer starts when you start talking.
Oh boy, this is my arena right here. I'm not good with the boxing talk shit too much. It's my first time on the debate series, and I appreciate it. But let's get into it. So we got a pure boxer with a boxer puncher, right? Okay, cool. So we're gonna go back to Jojo Diaz fight, right? And we're gonna talk about how Devin Haney damaged too much or stop a smaller fighter who was pretty much close to the size of Tank Davis. He utilized lateral movement, but he tried to slug. See, Tank Davis is the type of fighter that takes away your jab. He take away your feet. He attacks your body. He makes sure that he walks straight to you, and while you throwing, he'll let you hit him with a couple things, but he gauging how much power that you got. And we know, like everybody else knows, Devin Haney is not a knockout puncher. I'm not gonna go far and say disrespectful shit like he can't punch his way through a paper bag. But what I will say is Devin Haney don't got no inside game. Devin Haney don't know how to box off the back foot and get out the corner. Devin Haney does not like pressure. Devin Haney doesn't know how to cut off the ring. Devin Haney has a jab, 1-2 clinch, and a wide left and right hand. He has an overhand right hand that he threw at Moran, but that's not really counting for anything because he was supposed to knock that guy out. Tank would have starched that guy, right? I hear feedback in the background. So yeah, Tank is the type of fighter. He's a pressure fighter. He's a puncher. He's a puncher. He has IQ. He can do everything that Devin Haney can do. He's a complete fighter. Devin Haney is a complete fighter, but he's not a special fighter. Tank Davis has fought everybody that's been Devin Haney's size in his career or bigger. There's nobody that I see Devin Haney fighting that piques the question of, damn, is he going to beat this dude? And the one person that did, Devin Haney was saved by the bell with that dude. Crack, square in his shit. What'd he do? Clench. And you could tell he was hurt for the rest of the fight for the next 2 rounds because he jab, clinch. The nigga covers so much distance. Like, it could be this much distance, and he'll jump from this side of the ring to this side just to grab this nigga Linares, bro. So Devin Haney don't have the chin to keep up with a Tank Davis. He don't have the chin. He doesn't have the legs. We see that Devin Haney, when he starts to get touched up, he moves back. he clinches. Tank Davis knocked out Nunes in a clinch. As soon as you let your chin up, you gotta be perfect for 12 rounds with Tank Davis. Tank Davis is dangerous for 12 rounds straight. We're talking about somebody that is strong from round 1 to 12. Devin Haney has to jab. He has to be perfect. He has to use his lateral movement. What happens when Tank stops just calculating and starts moving forward? What happens when he starts to parry that jab? What happens when he starts to slip shots? What happens when he's taking away your strong side from you? What happens when he's moving his feet with you throughout the ring? What happens when you can't use that ring and the only thing left for you to do is stay in there and fight? Trade with Tank. When you traded with a fighter that was old and was already worn out, been knocked out 5 fucking times. 5 fucking times, bro. He cracks you and you got wobbled. You mean to tell me if you could get cracked by old-ass Linares in round 10, you don't think Tank gonna touch you once through 12 rounds? You crazy. You're crazy. Tank Davis has power in both hands. Tank Davis has ring IQ and generalship. Not only is he able to do that, not only is he able to parry jabs and use power in both of his hands, he can box with you. We saw that with the Cruz fight. Y'all said he lost. I had it pretty even. I had it 98-94. That's what I scored it for. But tell me, what fighter, and this is true for both fighters, what fighter has Devin Haney fought that's similar or poses a threat like Tank Davis? And what fighter has Tank Davis fought that poses a threat like Devin Haney? Well, I could tell you. Pedraza was a boxer. Leo Santa Cruz is a boxer and a 4-division world champ. Hector Luis Garcia was a Olympic gold medalist. Yeah. Those are boxers, bro. Devin ain't fight no punchers, bro. Linares is pretty much a puncher, bro. He's a boxer puncher, bro. And he wobbled Devin Haney. He gave Lomachenko hell. He dropped Lomachenko. Do you know what Tank would have did with Linares, bro? Y'all talk about Cambosis and shit. He beat the man that beat the man. Cambosis is not a world beater. He beat a mentally weak Teofimo. He's nobody. Tank would have started through twice, too. Devin did what he was supposed to do in that fight. So when you bring that up, that shit is completely irrelevant. Yeah, these fighters are 130-pounders and this and that. But the one thing that y'all say about Tank when he fights those guys and take away the credit, right? But then give the other fighter credit, but then turn around and say the fighter is weak and this and that. He brought him up. These guys are boxers, bro. Then he moves up and fight a guy, which I never seen Devin Haney move up and do. The minute he got touched by a little bit of power, he jab, clinch, jab, clinch, grab up. He don't have no inside fighting. Jojo Diaz was touching him up with that left hand, straight left, all night. That shit was money. And furthermore, you were supposed to make Jojo Diaz look worse than that. He fighter that came up. So the same shit that you criticized Tank for, you just did. And you still ain't put him away. What happened when Tank put them 130-pounders inside of the ring with him? He put them niggas away. I ain't see Devin knock nobody or show any type of power with a knockdown for the past 4 years. He hasn't even had a knockdown in 4 years, bro. 4. I don't recall. Moran? Who the fuck is that? Akhmadaliev? What Akhmedov? What? It's irrelevant. He nomaged him. He was supposed to do that. I don't understand, bro. You really think that Tank, a complete fighter, cannot box? Y'all say it's all power, right? But he's setting these shots up, and he's giving these fighters hell. By the time the 5th round hit in the Barrios fight, he was downloading information and started walking Barrios down. Barrios is a superb boxer. Devin Haney in the interview said that Barrios is food. Does that mean that he knows that Tank is special too? Or does that just mean he knows that Tank is better than him? Because if he was food, why didn't Devin move up and fight Barrios? I got Tank by a stoppage. Tank stops Devin Haney. Inside 10 rounds. Sweet to the chin. Matter of fact, he not even going to knock him cold out. He going to rattle him. And then he going to start to beat him into submission. He going to force a stoppage or he going to put him out. Devin don't got the chin. And he doesn't have the defense or the inside fighting to keep Tank at bay. The best thing he could do is jab, jab, weave. That shit ain't going to work. He's not going to come forward. Devin Haney don't do that. He's not a pressure fighter. Devin Haney is a pure boxer. Devin Haney don't box. Devin Haney don't punch. He's a boxer. He's not a boxer puncher. Tank is a boxer puncher, bro. You should have caught Tank like 4 years ago when he didn't have his life together. Ain't really give a fuck. Now he's dialed in. What he did to Hector Luis Garcia, who is actually a very, very
1 minute. You got 1 minute.
Very skillful boxer. What he did to him, no mas. No mas. What he did to Barrios at 140, the odds were crazy. They had plus 2,500 for Barrios stopping Tank, bro. What did Tank do? Y'all talk about Barrios not being this. Why didn't Devin Haney move up and fight him? Because his chain wouldn't stand up to that shit, G. That's why. Devin Haney needs to be a boxer puncher to beat Tank. He need to be able to slug with that nigga, and he can't do that. His chin weak. He got saved by the bell with Linares, and you know it. That's why y'all don't push for the fight. Y'all say Tank is ducking. Time.
All right, well, you got 10 minutes. Tell us why Devin win the fight, bro. Time starts when you start talking, man. Woke is warming up.
All right. Yes, sir. We here. All right. We're gonna lead a rebuttal to the rebuttal. We're gonna lead a rebuttal round to the rebuttal round. So one thing I want to keep in mind, right? We just break the fights down. Excuse me. Gervonta Tank Davis, boxer, puncher, very skilled fighter, a lot of power. I respect what Tank can do in the ring because he's a talented man. Devin Haney, pure boxer, athleticism, skill, size, right? The way I look at it, and what we're going to do, I'm trying to get my opinion, then I'm going to give some stats to kind of see why I think what I think, and just a little backup for it. Right now, when we watch the two fighters fight, by my estimation, Gervonta Tank Davis starts fights off slow. And when I mean slow, Gervonta Tank Davis is last in punches thrown per round on average. Most Tank fans would admit he comes out and he's trying to set it up. He's collecting data. If the fight were to happen, in my opinion, Tank comes out slower than most. Devin Haney comes out, and Devin Haney will actually come out and set an early pace, try to establish the jab, work the right straight, left hook combo, right straight to the body as well. Right? He mixes up his combinations very well, and he has a lot of that, bro. So just in my opinion, if the fight goes to decision, due to Tank's fight rhythm, usually, I would say Devin is going to take the early rounds. After that, we know Tank likes to turn up round 5, 6, 7, 8, right? As he starts to get opponent's rhythm, he turns up a little bit, right? Well, in my opinion, people say he turns up because he has the skill set to set you up. He can cut angles on you. He can start cutting the ring off. He can parry the jab down, all of that. Well, we also know that Devin Haney is actually one of the most skilled defensive fighters in boxing. Devin Haney actually is one of the top 5 fighters in opponent connect percentage. Devin Haney has the skill set to actually negate what Tank can do when he chooses to open up. I'll keep my rebuttal towards the rebuttal round, but I will say this. If the comparison is to be made to Devin Haney and Tank Davis's previous opponents, you say he's fought dudes his size, but when he fought people of his athleticism and skill. Because if we can see Mario Barrios, as many people say with Gervonta Tank Davis, that was his toughest fight. And it was so tough indeed that after the fight, from my recollection, Tank said he don't want to fight at 140 no more. Due to having to fight a man of that size. Now, Devin isn't quite as big, but he's similar in size to Mario Barrios, with an even longer arm reach than Mario Barrios. So now if Mario Barrios can present the issues that he presented for Tank, Devin Haney has faster hand speed, faster feet, way better skill set, better punch variation. What problems will he present to Tank Davis? Now, Devin Haney is top. His actually, let me show you this right here, right? Shout out to Tank Davis because he does have some good skill set. But Devin Haney is top 5, like I said, in opponent connect percentage. He's also top 5 in opponent power connect percentage. That in itself right there, let me say, I don't have the stats in front of me. I don't have the list, but I know he's about, I won't say 4 to 6, something like that. So he's probably like top 10. Just for clarity, I don't want to seem like I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? So he's top 10 in them stats, right? Tank is not near that at all. So we know Devin is a much more sound defensive fighter. Devin Haney, JD mentioned, you got to be perfect for 12 rounds. Well, Devin Haney has shown that he can stay locked in, stay disciplined. And the only example that we have that's continuously brought up of him ever getting buzzed is the Linares fight, right? Well, they don't tell you that Linares is also a fighter with a lot of hand speed, a fighter with a lot of power, and a fighter that caught Devin with like a 4 or 5 punch combination after the 10-second buzzer beat or sounded. You can't sit there and try to build a whole narrative around if Tank catch him when Tank is throwing the least amount of shots per round. Tank is not throwing 4 or 5 punch combinations. And even then, Devin Haney has the length and the size, if that was to be the case, to get out of dodge. He isn't a Mario Barrios with slow feet. He actually has the foot speed to rival Tank Davis. He has the hand speed that can rival. He doesn't have the power, I'll admit. And Tank Davis has a nice inside game, but Devin Haney's ability to clinch, to just stop the inside engagements, can also see him be safe from a lot of that power. Because what Tank Davis has shown in his fights, that a 2-1 can catch him. And what they always talk about Jojo Diaz, oh, Jojo Diaz did this, he did that to Devin Haney. Well, Devin Haney still outlanded him, despite Jojo Diaz causing him a few issues with how he was pawing away the jab. Devin Haney then converted to shooting his right straight and following up with the left hook, using his left hand instead of just a jab to use a blinder jab to hit him with the right straight, to go to the body, to keep it very, and Jojo Diaz was outboxed. The fact stats show that fight actually 50% of it was fought at range and 47.1% of that was fought toe-to-toe. He said Devin Haney cannot walk a fighter down. But at the end of the day, if Tank needs a KO to win, yet he has the lowest punch output, he can be hit by longer fighters, as we saw in the Mario Barrios fight, him getting outstruck the first 4 rounds before he turned up in the 5th. Those early rounds, Devin Haney can bank. Then Devin Haney has not shown a stamina problem, so he can maintain that pace, maintain that discipline, and he has the fight IQ to keep up with all adjustments that Tank makes, why couldn't Devin Haney easily land a unanimous decision? If the fighter needs a knockout to win, that chance is lower than if you can make it to the scorecards, because that knockout is not always going to come. How does Tank win if the knockout doesn't come? You'll all will admit to me that Tank, he got to get a knockout. Or Devin Haney, he got the jab, he athletic, he had all these advantages, right? Well, what happens, man? What will Tank do in the event that does not come? His punch output is too low to keep up with Devin Haney's. Devin Haney throws 45 punches around. Based off the stat, Tank throws 34. Devin Haney has amazing defensive statistics, and he actually has one of the best, like I said earlier, power shot percentage of for his opponent has one of the lowest power shot conversion percentages. And since Tank relies on accuracy over volume, Devin Haney stifles that accuracy, and due to his low punch output from Tank, the accuracy won't be there. The punch output is already not there. So if it does go to the scorecards, Devin Haney is your clear winner.
You got 50 seconds. 50 seconds.
Okay. Also, Devin Haney has shown the ability to cut off a lot of southpaws from getting that outside foot outside of his. He shown a great ability to cut that off. He's great at pawing at the lead hand instead of the right straight to the body. He has shown great punch variation, working the uppercut, working various punches, has the right overhand. So Devin Haney in general, bro, he has the ability to just survive what Tank can do. We can't talk about Devin Haney's chin. He's never been dropped, right? We can't use Isaac Cruz as somebody that can box like Devin Haney because he can't. If being wobbled by a former lineal champion after a 5-punch combo has people that scared,
that's time. All right, we're going to you, JD. Last part, 5-minute rebuttal. Time starts when you start.
Let me jump in there. Hey, look, so you killed your own points by not stating against who though? Who did Devin Haney box around? Who did Devin Haney look like that around? You say Devin Haney is one of the most accurate or one of the most accurate for power punching. I think that's what you said, but it's irrelevant. You know why? Because who? Against who? You talk about Linares, former lineal champion. Didn't he get knocked out 5 times? Didn't he lose to Lomachenko? Didn't he lose all his big fights? Didn't Campbell put him through hell? Devin Haney does not have the skill. Nah, you talking about can Tank box? What the fuck did he do with Cruz? You talking about Barrios? Barrios was boxing well until Tank turned it up. But even in that same thing, if you saying until Tank turned it up, you're now acknowledging that Tank looks like he's the goods based on the people that he's fighting, that you didn't think he was going to win against. But tell me, who do you think that Devin Haney was going to win against? That he wasn't going to win against? Everybody he fought? How he's supposed to? Until that one former lineal champion hit him in the chin after a combination punch barrage, may I add, which Tank does very well. You could go ahead and look at the Pedraza fight. You could look at that same Barrios fight. You could look at the Cruz fight. While boxing well, he's combination punching Cruz to keep him at bay. What are we talking about here, bro? Tank can do everything that Devin Haney can do. The only thing that's different is the stature, bro. Devin Haney is taller. He has longer arm reach. That's it. But Tank can do more. Tank has chin. Tank can actually box. Tank can cut off the ring. Jojo Diaz was one of, I think, of 2 of the southpaws that this guy fought. You mean to tell me that if Jojo Diaz made Devin Haney look like that, he wasn't walking down Devin Haney, popping him with that left hand, lead left hand, might I add, which is one of Tank's strongest weapons, and parrying that jab, pushing him back from round 8 to 9, from round 6 to 9, from round 6 to 10. Bro, come on, stop, bro. Stop, bro. Tank is gonna walk Devin down, bro. And you telling me about the fact that Devin can do all these different things against who though, my nigga? Against who though? Tank going in there knocking out niggas that he is literally the underdog for. Leo Santa Cruz was supposed to beat Tank. He's more active than both Devin Haney and Tank. What Tank do with him? Used his IQ, backed him into a corner. Leo threw the same shot 3 times. They got clipped. Now, I'm not comparing Leo to Devin Haney, but in that same respect, you cannot compare JoJo Diaz to Tank Davis. That's what I'm hearing. How are we comparing the two? You can't compare the two. JoJo Diaz is smaller. He doesn't have the power or the boxing IQ or footwork of Tank Davis. He don't got to know how to source out a problem, troubleshoot an issue. Tank Davis figures it out. It took 28 opponents going on 29 for y'all still not to realize that, bro. Devin Haney only showed you one way. He knows how to box. Tank Davis can box, and he can put your fucking lights out. With a broken hand.
1 minute. You got 1 minute.
With a broken hand, that's a fact. He made Pitbull Cruz look like shit. You talk about him being down on the cards. You can name me one fight that you seen he was down on the cards at the time of the stoppage. Not the knockdown, the stoppage. And I can tell you one. And that was Leo Santa Cruz. Outside of that, tell me any other. Any other. And then furthermore, too, you also said that Devin Haney is one of the most. You say he's 4'6", he's not ranked there. Actually, Shakur is the most defensively skilled fighter in the division now. And then it's Tank, and then it's Devin. Oh, I'm sorry, then it's Devin, then it's Tank. That's how it goes. So that's another narrative that you just killed, bro. Time.
All right, Woke. You got 5 minutes, bro. Timer starts when you start talking. Offer up your final rebuttal so we can go to the judges.
All right, so JD just tried to say he's not 4-6. Well, JD actually, in all of boxing, Devin Haney actually ranks 4th in opponent power punch connect percentage. And actually, Devin Haney ranks 8th in opponent total connect percentage. That's what I was referring to, great brother. So you made some interesting points. Okay, so you keep trying to get it. You said something as far as Tank wasn't supposed to beat Leo Santa Cruz. Well, actually, Tank Davis was the minus 800 favorite to Leo Santa Cruz's plus 500 when that fight occurred. So he was supposed to beat him. He was supposed to beat Mario Barrios as well. Tank was the favorite. Tank has not gone into a fight where he was not the actual favorite of the ones that you mentioned. So to say and act like Devin Haney is fighting some bums and guys he's supposed to beat, yeah, Tank is fighting killers that people are saying it's going to be a close fight with. I think it's a little disingenuous, buddy. So let's continue on. You continuously talk about Gervonta Davis has shown he can box with with Pitbull Cruz. Bro, Pitbull Cruz is 5'4" with an arm reach shorter than Tank Davis's. That comparison is moot because Devin Haney is literally 5'9", 5'10" with a 71, 72-inch arm reach. Like the old saying in boxing goes, panel, the good big man beats the good little man. And that's what it comes down to in this fight. You try to keep trying to underestimate Devin Haney's skill set. Yet I gave you the numbers in all of boxing. He's very defensively sound. One of the best at lowering your chances of landing a power shot, and also one of the best at lowering your chances of landing on him. Your biggest argument was Tank can box and Tank has power. Well, Tank can box, but can he box better than Devin Haney? That's the question. Based off how his last few fights have gone, he doesn't have the ability. Well, rather, he does not have the style to continuously outbox Devin Haney, who produces more volume than him, who's more defensively sound than him. Not just my opinion, but by the statistics. Devin Haney's never been dropped. Your only example, you keep talking about Linares like he's some bum. He's old. He's what? Well, power's the last thing to go. So power, Linares has power. He dropped Lomachenko, right? Power is there. Speed is there. Your legs go as you get older, JD. Not always your power, bro. You mentioned guys like a bunch of guys, Barrio, Santa Cruz, and Hector Garcia. None of them are Devin Haney. None of them are near the top. Devin Haney is also top 10 in jabs landed, jab percentage. And he also shown the capacity to actually throw the right hand, to throw the right cross. Not only in the Jojo Diaz fight, but also George Kambosos fight. He beat George Kambosos with a jab, a unified champion that beat the lineal guy, that beat the other lineal guy. You can't downplay Devin Haney's competition when literally he's fighting in the linealship, fighting unified guys, yet you're comparing him to Pitbull Cruz. You're comparing him to Hector Luis Garcia. You're comparing him to Mario Barrios. These two things are not the same. I would rather fight a guy that was the guy that has the experience.
1 minute.
Who never was or will be. So at the end of the day, Devin Haney has shown he has the legs because he does not gas. He's shown he has the hand speed, the athleticism. He has the output to keep Tank off of him and to win decisions, but also shown the ability in the candy, the IQ, when fights get in close, to what? To clinch. And you keep talking about Linares when he cracked him. Well, when he fought Linares, he actually showed the boxing IQ to survive those last 2 rounds after being wobbled. He didn't drop. He didn't get caught again. He recovered fine and showed boxing IQ to adjust in that tough situation, a situation we've never seen Tank in. So Devin Haney has shown the ability to actually sit in the pocket versus Jojo Diaz and to remain calm in the face of that.
That's time. That is the end of the debate. Put some hand clap emojis in the chat. Put some party hats in the chat. And let's go to the judge to see who won this debate. First, let me put the poll up in the chickadee chat. All right, there we go. All right, A1. Who giving the last round to, man?
Man, that was a good third round, man. It was a tight one, man. I had to sit there and listen to everything. I was like, man, both brothers making good points. I'm not gonna be long winded with it though. I'm gonna get right to it. Man, I hate hearing when people say the Linares thing with Dev getting cracked because they forget that Dev dominated that entire goddamn fight. And that's just one instance, you know what I'm saying, the last 10 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, the 10th round. And then we bring up Tank, bro, like we ain't seen Tank in a compromised position yet or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because he can, and in the sense of it, he can do the same thing that Dev can do. The only difference is he got the power to put your ass out. So it's like, I have to take my unbiased point of it, my thoughts on who I think will win the fight, and go with the logical standpoint of everything that came with it, man. So I'm gonna have to go woke on this one.
Already. Right side. Who you giving the third round to, man?
Man, I thought that was a close round. There was some points made by both brothers that I thought should have been rebutted from the other person. Don't want to get too deep into them. I agree with my brother A1. When it comes down to it, I ain't gonna hold you in. When he gave the rebuttal to the fact that Tank agreed with him. I looked it up myself as well. Tank was the favorite in the Leo Santa Cruz fight. Also, I heard my brother, respectfully to my brother JD, I heard him say Devin isn't able to fight off the back foot and he ain't able to cut the ring off. And it is what it is, man. So I agree. I gave that round to Woke as well.
Okay. Well, it's 2-1 to Woke. Just for my vote, though, I gave it to JD. The thing I heard the most was Devin got to be perfect for 12 rounds. And ain't nobody ever did that against Tank Davis. But I think it was a great debate, bro. I thought the debate was very, very good. But there y'all have it. 2-1 Woke. Woke got his first win on the TKO Debate Series. Let's go around, get last words. Right side, are you going live?
Yeah, man, we about to go. We're gonna go live. We're gonna definitely talk about the debate, and we'll keep talking boxing over there.
And we
So
just
we will be
scheduled
live.
another. We just scheduled another debate. So before I get last words, man, we turned down no smoke here on the debate series. So Terrence Best Videos then called me out again while we was doing this debate, and he wanted to debate me. So I'm debating him on Monday, and I can just say I'm glad I lost to BFTB, man. I'm glad I lost. I learned a lot. I'm putting on the show Monday. I hope y'all all will come through and enjoy the debate, man. We're gonna get this shit cracking.
Shit.
And I'm gonna have fun. Other than that though, man, we got content dropping tomorrow. We got all our predictions up for the members to the channel. So y'all be sure to check those out. I got 2 more that I'm gonna do, but we already got the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia prediction up. We got the Elijah Garcia. We got the 130-pound title fight between Rakhimov and Joe Cordina. That's up on the channel. So if you're a member to the channel, y'all go ahead and you know what I'm saying, check those out. If you're not a member, you won't get to see them to the day of the fight. So for those y'all that like to bet, for those y'all that like to know who I'm picking, you got to join the channel if you want those picks early. But let's get it around, pass it around the panel. We'll go to the debaters first because they put in all that hard work. You know what I mean? And they ready to go. We'll go to Woke first. Woke, give your last words and your last thoughts, man.
Oh man, goodness gracious! As fun as the debates are, man, hey, you gotta come with it. You gotta come prepared, man. So I want to say, JD, man, salute to you, bro. I know we get into it, bro, but it's all love. You a boxing fan. I respect your viewpoints. You're passionate. You are still a black man. I don't know if you date white women, but either way, man, I still got respect for you, bro. So, it was fun though. You had some great points. So,
but I don't care about, bro. I still don't fuck with you, bro. It's that simple. I lost,
either way,
but I don't.
Hey, you know what, great brother?
Come at the points. They don't make sense.
Hey, I was really
when they fight, Tank's still gonna knock him out. So it don't
cut
matter.
me off. It's my time, great brother.
No doubt. I just wanted you to know.
This is my time. So, JD, I was actually going to be respectful. I've been thinking about how I was going to insult you, but since you don't give a damn, JD, right? I called you the Keyshawn Davis of YouTube. I assume JD stand for Jay Sean Davis. Every time I talk to you from now on, I'm going to call you Easy Work. I'm going to call you Tuna. That's what you is to me.
Exactly.
The shit really wasn't that close, great family. So, I don't need you to address me no more. There's no rematch clause, nigga. And that's just what it is. So I appreciate the debate, man. You had some points, but you was really emotional most of the debate. I brought simple facts. I was gonna actually go through. I was gonna put the damn fight in the AI. I was gonna pull out all the stops. But then what? I told myself, I was like, damn, you know something? Well, you don't even gotta do that with no damn Keyshawn Davis ass nigga. So I ain't do all of that. So, brother, I would say it was a good match, but truthfully, you don't deserve humility. It really wasn't that good. I thought I 3-0'd you 10-8. That's what the chat's saying. I 10-8 your ass. So, great brother, I understand why you hating on the nigga. You can't, your beard ain't growing. Get some castor oil. Get it going. Stop hating on me, nigga. I see you on the panel. KO, salute to you, brother. You light-skinned, soft-haired brothers trying to run the narratives up, but we ain't gonna let it happen. Salute to the chat.
Hey, hold on. Hold on.
Hey,
my bad.
You hear him talking this shit.
You don't get your Blade 3 looking ass out of here with that shit, bro. What the fuck?
Your Black Power ass keep saying nigga and shit, man. Get the fuck on,
Malcolm
man,
to the Fifth Power looking ass. Goddamn. Hey, I bleed blackface at. Black licorice eating motherfucker. Like, what the hell?
Fuck with me, so I don't know why
sunscreen on. It's getting hot outside.
Movie 3 looking nice somebody here. And you got the hat like that nigga had in Scary Movie 3 too. Get the fuck up out of here, bro.
Hey, go on and talk. Easy Work, it's your turn. Speak up, bro.
Joetic justice looking ass. Motherfucking
shit.
All right,
Yo,
JD, give your last
man,
words,
listen,
man. Talk your shit. Y'all let JD
I'm a
talk your
G,
shit,
man. I'm still up here. A lot of niggas, you know, they like to talk that shit in the chat, but I'm a real nigga, man. Win, lose, or draw, I'm still up here. And that fake ass pro black nigga, I don't fuck with him. I don't care if you want or not. He call me easy work, all that shit he talking. I don't care. I'm a real nigga, bro. I'm up here. I take my L good. And for the next person, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna come stronger. You know, that's all it is, bro. We win, we lose, we draw. You come back stronger. That's all it is. He talk about I was scared to get up on the pin on in your face. And I took the nigga. My camera been all night, bro. Since I came up here. So it's a moral victory for me on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuses. He did his thing and he won. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my points were stronger, but you know, it is what it is. The judges ain't feel that way. And they some Devin Haney fanboys. But I tell you what, in a real fight, your boy going to sleep straight up. So salute. Bro. I got mad love for y'all. Be safe, you heard?
All right, bro. Peace out, man. A1, man. Appreciate you coming through. First time judging. Hope you had a good experience, man. Last words, man. Let everybody know, man. These Lakers better get this shit together, man. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, scratch all that, man. Tell that Morpheus, goddamn, man, Lennox Lewis Jr. look him up. Hey, he ain't gonna come up here and talk about some light skinned brothers, this and that, and get away with it. Oh, brother Z looking.
He mad because you know he debated me before, and you know how that go.
He got that light skin action. Okay.
Yeah, you know how that go.
I'll stall him out.
Yeah,
I'll let him live this.
He got him a W or whatever. You know, whatever, man. But
I'll let him live, man. That New Jack City, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is. But anyway, man, I appreciate you letting me on this joint knockout. It was fun. It's definitely different judging though, bro, because it make you pay attention and you got to pay attention to the entirety of the debate. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention to mainly to the question and then what they saying for their opening rounds and their rebuttals. That if they not rebuttaling the points that's being made, bro, it's like that's almost a hit within itself. So it's different, bro. It's fun, man. And hey, soon I'm gonna be up on this joint getting a debate in too, man. Because like I said, I've been talking to you behind the scenes, trying to find a topic with you to you know what I'm saying, disagree on, and I'm willing to jump in right in with the MJ and the Kobe's, you know what I'm saying, or I guess in DLTV a LeBron fan. I gotta say LeBron and the MJ, whatever you want to look at it. But either way, hey, I'm cool with diving into the deep end and swimming, bro.
Already, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Y'all go subs my brother A1 Hoops on. He doing his thing over there, man. It's playoff time. Y'all go check him out over there. I appreciate you, bro. I'll catch you later, man.
I appreciate you.
All right, bro. Peace out. All right, right side, man. Get you right, bro. All right, boom. All right, talk to him, man. Get your last word, man.
Man, first thing, once again, another great show. I would ask both my brother JD and my brother Woke, man. Hey, we have the post-fight press conference coming up. I got questions.
You're trying to go over there to your channel and start some shit.
No, I got questions. I want to hear. I felt there were so many points that both brothers missed that they really could have feasted on, and but at the same time, I think both of them. And when you get up on this platform, when you're doing these debates, when you got 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying, the shit is different. It is different, so I do understand. So, man, shout out to both of them brothers, man, because it take a lot. You got to be a grown ass man to get your ass up here. Or hey. And shout out to the ladies as well. I don't want to be disrespectful because we done had the queens get up here and debate as well. And so, man, much love, much power to everybody who does it. Shout out to Miss KO as always for always allowing us to have your time, my brother. And, man, like I always tell you, you're doing the people's work. And we appreciate you over here, man. We really appreciate it. Keep up the great job, brother. And, man, you know we'll rock as always.
Yes, sir, bro. I'm going to holler at you, man. Appreciate you. All right, man, look, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. I've been waiting. I don't know if y'all noticed the panels and shit lately, man. I don't know if y'all noticed the vibe coming from me lately. But I've been waiting on my next debate, bro. I've been waiting to get some shit going, man. Like I've been really just lying in the weeds and shit. You know what I mean? I've been cooking people up here 2 at a time and shit, man. Okay? I've been asking people to hit the link and shit for a while now. For the past 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. I ain't gonna make no excuses. BF got the better of me that night, but let me tell y'all something about me, bro. When life push, I push harder, bro. When people come for me and they act like I'm down and shit, like I ain't him, like I'm not the man no more, bro. It just make me want to work. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm asking y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all. This debate Monday. This debate Monday, bro. People are gonna wish that I never lost. Now I felt like I won, but I took that L, bro. I learned so much. I realized what was fucked up with my delivery. I realized what was messed up with my process, and I'm telling y'all right now, bro. When you see what I do Monday, okay? When you see what I do Monday night, you gonna realize that no matter who in front of me, bro, like knockout wasn't losing that night. And it's gonna be like that for the rest of the time that I'm debating on this motherfucker, man. No matter who it is, that go for everybody. So if you go to these other chats and you hear somebody talking like they want it, if you go to these other live streams and you hear somebody acting like they want it, or you see them, just let them know to come holler at me, bro. Just let them know that I'm right here. And Monday night, we start setting a new example and we start raising the bar and taking this shit to a new level. I'm putting on, bro. I ain't lied to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm putting on Monday night, bro. Be here. Be here. Prime example. I got Rollo Green in the chat. I seen you been talking shit the whole time. I ain't blocked you because you done kept it boxing. Pull up. Pull up, bro. Please. Pull up whenever you want it, dog. Like whenever you want it. I'm debating Monday night, but the debate don't start till 8:30 p.m. I got from 7:30 to 8:30 to whoop your ass in whatever you want me to whoop your ass in with this boxing talk shit, bro. Straight up. Straight up. Whenever you want it, all you gotta do is hit that link, bro. I will use you as a sparring session, bro. I will do you so bad. I will do you so dirty, bro. People in the chat will be laughing at you. People in the chat will know that, bro, knockout cooked them. Just go back to the last few live streams. Y'all know I ain't lying to y'all. Look at what I've been doing to these boys these last few live streams, man. Whoever, whenever, wherever, whatever. It's a different type of energy right now, bro. I'm fully locked in on this shit. I take this shit serious, bro. And y'all about to see some real shit. I'm telling you, bro. Tune in Monday night is all I can tell y'all. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Terence Best Videos called me out. I know y'all think Terence is this and that or whatever. Well, he called me out, bro, and I ain't turned down no fades, bro. He's saying it, and I see you down there, bro. Shout out A1 Hoop Zone, $5 in super chat. Dub Ride, Hawk still possum shit, trying to pick the same outcome as me. Your little Harlem Nights, Thelma and Louise looking ass can get this work. And shout out to my brother, the woke sports fan, with the $2 in super chat. KO, salute to you. I appreciate you, fam. And then also join the channel as a member, bro. Welcome to the channel and shit as a member, bro. I appreciate you. Now, my brother say it ain't gonna go how I think. Cool, no problem. Pick the questions. You say you want to do the face of boxing debate, bro. I don't even care. You know where I stand. I know where you stand. Pick the questions right now, bro. Because I got to go. I got to get ready to go. I'm giving you an opportunity right now. You can pick the questions. I'll go first every single round, bro. This not a debate. You not an opponent, bro. This shit about to be an example for what's to come moving forward. That's all you are to me, bro. And I mean that shit wholeheartedly and as humbly as I can say out my own mouth, bro. You can pick the questions right now, bro. You can pick the questions right now. And Rollo, I ain't even talking to you no more. Hit my link 7:30 p.m. Central Time on Monday. 7:30 p.m. Central Time, Rollo. Hit my link, bro. Hit my link 7:30 p.m. Central Time. You can hit my link. I got an hour. We can go wherever you want to go with. He say, I'm glad you love the show. But you talking like you won't smoke in this boxing talking. That's all it is boxing talk to me, bro. So let me know. Let me know whenever you ready, bro. I love talking this boxing shit, but if you're gonna tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, if you're gonna tell me that I'm full of shit, we can do this one right here. Not that one. Hold on, where is it? Boom. We can do that one right there, bro. You can come hit my link, and we can do that one right there. Straight up. Everybody, damn near 80% of the chat agree with you thinking that belts matter. They don't think that my take is right, but I'm so nice with this shit. I'll give you fact after fact after fact after fact after fact, and I have you in this whole stumbling and bumbling, bro. Hit my link, we can talk about that shit. Since that's what you want. We can talk about that shit. Straight up, we can talk about that shit. I don't know. I got to think about it. All right. Well, I'll send them to you by Saturday. If you don't send, you got till Saturday morning to send me the questions, bro. And it can be face of boxing. You can do Bud and Earl. You know what I'm saying? You love Shakur. You can throw some Shakur shit in there. You can literally, Terrence, you can pick whatever you want this debate. Your time, I'll go first. It's your debate, whatever you want it to be, bro. Hey, Rollo, I'll be here at 7:30. So I'm doing 2 debates. I'm doing 2 of them. All right. I got 2 for y'all on Monday. I'm gonna do Rollo Green first. He's supposed to be pulling up 7:30. Hopefully he show up. Hopefully you show up, bro. I ain't saying you ain't gonna show up. You show up, we'll get it in. We got a whole hour. I don't think it's gonna take that long. We got a whole hour though, bro. We got a whole hour. And then right after that at 8:30, I got Terrence's best videos with his questions, whatever he want them to be. Whatever he want them to be. Y'all go check out my brother Dub Right Side. Shout out Miss KO. Shout out Edgar Chavez. Shout out A1 Hoop Zone. Bunton, South D-Town. J Walk, Rollo Green. Woke, JD, A1 Hoop Zone. Dub Right Side. Ty Swindle. Who else we had? Rip Jones. Rollo Green. I think I said that already. JD. Darius Gilliard. Inside the square circle with my brother King Judah, who I got to get up here to debate. I got to get him in the debate series. Big Ray, Gertz. Everybody, bro. All right, show me I'm not ready. I'm done talking, bro. I'm done. Show me I'm not ready. You got Monday. Just for you. Show me I'm not ready on Monday, bro. All that talking and shit. Show me I'm not ready. So yeah, we got 2 debates for y'all, man. Y'all come through. We gonna have fun, bro. Energy different. We different over here. Y'all boys be easy, man. Enjoy the fights this weekend. Enjoy the content we drop tomorrow, man. Love each and every one of y'all, bro. Y'all make sure to smash the like button on the way out. Keep this shit growing. And shout out to Matai Yoel. My bad, Matai. Shout out Matai Yoel, bro. With the $10 in the super chat. He ain't even say nothing. Shout out Spence with the $2 in the super chat. Say another great show. Monday, Rollo. Monday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'll be right here, bro. Monday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to kick your ass, and then I'm going to kick Terrence's best video ass. It's going to be one of the most body bag filled shows that y'all ever seen, bro. Straight up. And I'm going to let you talk, too. I ain't going to cut you off. We're going to do that shit like a real debate. I'm going to let you go, bro. I'm going to let you go. And I ain't going to cut you off. I ain't going to say shit. And then when it's my turn, I need that same respect because I'm going to cook your ass. I'm going to do you dirty. Y'all boys take it easy, man. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out, bro.